Greetings, citizens! For the past few hundred days, we have survived in All the Mods 10, a mod pack with near infinite possibilities. Today, we'll be reaching an important milestone of 500 days strong. My goal for this video is to 100% complete the Chapter 2 All the Mods questline, culminating in the max tier Alloy Paxel, created using Forbidden Arcanus. This will take lots of work, so I say we get started. Let's do it. It warms my heart to see them getting along so well with the plebs down here. What do you mean you're a prisoner? Don't tell anybody I'm in here. I'm an Edelwood tree now. I'm going a bit loopy. Oh geez, look at that guy. He's got a giant pickaxe. Can I put a robot on that? Oh, I can. New best friend. Hey, robot. What do you do? How could you let this happen, citizen? Never mind, I'll see you in a week. I'll be back into some Hakuna Matata, if you say so. We are back, and I can hardly believe that we're at 500 days, or, not yet, but we're gonna be at 500 days. Nuts. Now, before we get started today, I want to mention a couple things down here, because before I got started, I was looking at some of your comments, and I made a couple changes. One, it turns out this functional storage, you can actually connect it to your AE2 network. So thanks to everybody that mentioned that. All you have to do is add this storage bus. So now these things that we had with the amethyst, the soulstone, even up top, I was able to expand the range a little bit and connect these things up here. So everything that we're growing with these extractors, that can actually be accessed directly in our inventory now. So you'll see 4,615. That 4,000 is coming from right here, these two. So very cool. And aside from that, actually, the only thing I'm going to do, we're about to get started, but I'm going to add a little bit more storage. That's kind of like my start of the video ritual now. I just add a couple more to the storage. So let's do that real quick. There you go, nice and easy. Now we've got two extra 256k ME item storage cells, and I kind of just blew through all of the crafting. If you're curious about the auto crafting, check out some of the previous videos in this series. We went through, a lot of this, just how to set up all this, and it's a lot. So rather than going through it again, we're just gonna leave it at it as is, and we're gonna get to work. Now, what is first for today? Well, technically second, I guess, because you may remember in last video, we got pretty close to wrapping up Chapter 2. And that is, of course, by getting the Allthemodium Alloy Paxel. So that's 100% something I want to do today. The big things that we need to do that we haven't yet, because we were good on Ars Nouveau, we were good on Powa. Now we need to get into Industrial Foregoing, as well as Forbidden Arcanus. So those are two things that we're going to do. However, it just so happens that I've got the Wanderlust. So rather than immediately diving into those new mods and, building space for them and getting right into it, which we're going to do, first, I want to go on an adventure, just like Bilbo Baggins. And while I think eventually that's probably going to be in other realms, we're probably going to go through some of this exploration. Since it's the beginning of the video, we're just going to keep it simple and go in an overworld exploration. Oh look, we caught a wandering trader. I just noticed that when I was looking around. Yeah, you're not that helpful. Alright, anyway, I'm just going to head off in one or two directions. Let's say up here. We haven't been up this way yet. And let's just see what we can find. This looks like it could be fun. Oh, have I already been here? I don't remember. There's a book and quill, though. As king, I sure hope no one minds my throne. It is my most prized possession. Priced? Though, I hear there might be a dungeon under this here floor. I wonder how you get to it. Indeed, I wonder as well. I mean, it says I hope nobody minds my throne. Is that just asking me to mind the throne? We're gonna mind the throne. What's the worst that could happen? Ooh, okay. I can see how that's not great. Treasure and adventure await you. Alright, put on my night vision goggles. I'm not a huge fan of all the spider noises. Hello. I will take some of that, however. Thank you. Got some enchanted books. Not bad. Hey, buddy. I almost don't need to switch between the unobtainium pickaxe and the sword. They both do so much damage. I wonder if there's an actual way out of here. There's definitely no shortage of spiders. Ow. Alright, I think we took care of the spiders. Well, no, maybe not, because I'm still hearing them. Enderman in the corner. That makes perfect sense. Well, that's kind of grim. They have a torture log. Ooh, lava shower. Stretching, impale, spinning. This is a lot of fun. I thought that said dungeon chef. Maybe the chief is the chef, who knows? Alright, that's a lot of reading. I say we move on. You made it. I made it? Did I make it? Ah! Well, that could have been worse. If I truly made it. Hey, buddy. Abandon ye all hope. Starting to think I didn't actually make it. Oh, I did. I'm back up here. Okay. Well, that was fun. Oh, geez, there's another room up top. Looks nice and friendly. All right, we're calling it there. We're moving on. Ooh, some kind of encampment. I do actually have a response if there are barbarians here. Oh, there are. Look at that. What is my response? Jupiter's Fury, obviously. Whoa. Or is this Vulcan's Fury? Yeah, this is Vulcan's Fury. You don't really want to mess with either one, Jupiter or Vulcan. These are actually barbarians. We always talk about the barbarians, Rome's enemies. This is them, specifically. Yep, they have it coming. So we'll rob them for everything they're worth, and then we'll move on. 'Tis the Roman way. Hello. Oh, I forgot we have our tracking seeking bow. Look at that, it hones in on them. That is so cool. Pew! Boom! That is never going to get old. All right, I think I taught them a lesson. We can move on. We can move on once again. There's another one of those. We don't really want to double up. Ooh, this looks new. It also looks pretty ominous. Whoa, what is this? This looks like a dragon's lair or something. Is there anything here? Like, what's this for? Ah, the top is open. Is there anything inside? There is some concrete and potentially a structure. Yeah, there is. Inside the volcano. Very mysterious. Not that great of loot so far. And it looks like there's traps. Lots of spawners. Ooh, something at the end of the tunnel. Got rid of the spawners. Is going to be decent stuff. Maybe they're saving the best for last. Maybe? Maybe? No. Okay. Kinda garbage stuff. 2 out of 10. Would not loot again. We're taking the easy way out. And we'll take a look down here, I guess. Greetings, citizens. Have you any taxes for me? Not a ton, so I say we move on once again. Ooh, it's another one of these. Will we finally get one of the lucky ones that has the secrets beneath? Looks like the answer is no. Man, I really want to find one of those. I mentioned it in a previous video. Some of these have like a room inside them with some pretty cool gear. I just have not been lucky. Ooh, there's something sticking out here, and it actually looks like it's dry inside. Oh, I take it back. It's not. I don't think I'm really built for underwater adventures. It's not a part of my build that I concentrated on. Fortunately, it doesn't look like there's much down here anyway. Got another village. I will... Well, actually, I might not take this. I might just... Crusalmared. I might use this to go home. I'm nearing the end of my adventuring, I think. Whoa. Omnidirectional hopper? Reinforced chest? Seems like cool stuff. Air compressor? It's like some steampunky stuff. Uh-oh. Why would you stand on that fire? I heard the guy getting hurt. Okay, this is an interesting kind of village. What's everybody selling? Villager, weird stuff. Okay. Yeah, we went a fair way out. Found a couple fun things, but I think, yeah, we should probably head back and look into these quests we're going to be working on. To Rome. And I guess we should probably start, because we already have 2 of the alloys we need. We don't have the 3rd, so maybe we should start there, which is Industrial Foregoing. And I believe that has its own, its own quest line, which looks nice and complicated. Okay, I'm going to have to do a little bit of reading here. And we shall start at the beginning. To get started, craft a pity machine frame. One would hope that would be easy enough. Well, look at that, it is easy enough. And that's going to give us the manual. So, if you need to automate all the things, that is apparently what this does. Getting plastic and industrial foregoing is one of the most important things in this mod, so make sure to master it. Okay. Yeah, dissolution chamber is going to take plastic. And it's a powerful machine used to craft materials using up to 8 items and or 1 fluid. And we need that for the alloy. So, working our way backwards, we're going to need plastic, which is dry rubber in a furnace. It looks like there's different ways to do that. We need to get latex from wood, and then that can be turned into dry rubber. The dry rubber can be turned into plastic. Okay. We're learning, citizen. So I guess we just make this fluid extractor, and it says the best log to use is acacia. So we do that, and we get some of the whatever out of it. I mean, so far that doesn't seem bad, but I'm sure I'm missing something. So let's begin by looking into a fluid extractor, grabbing one of those, easy enough. And then we're going to need power, so I think I'm going to set up on the mechanism floor for now, but that may change. Wait, what is it doing? I just put it down and it's doing something. What is it doing? I don't think it's doing anything. Okay, I'm guessing that's where the log goes, where it's like, I don't even know, there's some kind of like grinder in there. And we will give it power. I believe we have acacia logs? No, we don't, but we have saplings. So why don't we head out, plant some of these? Oh, hey boys. Yeah, I don't really have time to play today. Yeah, got things going on. Alright, let's grab ourselves some of this. Jeez, that gave me a lot of saplings. I don't think I usually get much from acacia for whatever reason, but this time I did. Alright, that should be good to start. Got 43. So if I just put this down like that, oh yeah, it's doing something. You can see a crack starting to appear. And we're getting latex. Look at that. We've done it. Don't really know what we've done. I guess we wait for a bucket and then the quest line will tell us. And actually this takes a while, so I just doubled up. We're gonna have 2 going. Alright, there's 1 bucket on this one. Can I just, yeah, I can just take it out of there. Quest complete. Latex. So we can do this, get a fluid tank. I'm guessing that'll come in handy, yeah. So let's try to put that, attach it to the other machines, but we could also get a latex processing unit. Okay, hold on. This actually has latex in it. So if I put you here, and it just so happens I have fluid pipes from pipes, I'm wondering if I can use that. So these currently have, this has 8,000 millibuckets. So if I attach these, it's not going up, but I think I need to right click or shift right click. Can't remember how to do this. I might need to use the wrench. Right click, shift right click. Was it that? Shift right click? Or do I need to do it for these ones over here? Yeah, that was it. Okay, shift right click, the thing you're pulling it out of, brings it into here. Cool. Got some automation going at least. That's kind of nice. Anywho, now we need this. That is easy enough, no problem. And I'm wondering, can we just, well, it's going to need power too. I probably should have set this up differently. Okay, so now if we need the latex processing unit to make dry rubber, I would imagine all we have to do is just pump the stuff from this basic fluid tank into here, which would mean right-clicking that. Yeah, now we've got the latex going into the latex processing unit. Pretty straightforward so far. However, I don't see it doing anything. How do you actually turn it into the rubber or whatever? Ah, it needs water too. No problem, we can do that. I have extra sinks, and this will definitely need to be cleaned up at some point because this just looks like a mess right now. But if we do that, that's our infinite water supply. That is now filling with water, and it looks like we are creating dry rubber. There you go. That was easy. And it actually gave me plastic as a reward for one of the quests. So I think this will knock out 2 quests when we grab that. It certainly will. Look at that. And I assume if we leave this running now, it's just going to make us plastic. Or no, it's going to make us rubber. But we can use the rubber, the dry rubber, to make plastic. That's what it is. Some of these sound pretty crazy. Mob Slaughter Factory? I don't know that I want to get into that, but weird. Oh, the next one is the dissolution chamber. And I can almost make that now. I just need a diamond gear, which I can actually make. I thought it was going to be a lot easier to get to this part, but we already have a dissolution chamber. I really thought that would be more difficult. Maybe that's not the hard part. We still have to see. Oh, it just gave us that Mob Slaughter Factory. Just getting everything here, geez. Okay, so this last alloy, unobtainium vibranium alloy ingot. Unsurprisingly, you need vibranium and unobtainium for that, but you also need soul lava, 2 piglet hearts, 4 pink slime, and power. Okay, so this is probably the more involved part. And it looks like that Mob Slaughter Factory is actually how we get pink slime, so there you go. We use the dissolution chamber to turn that into the ball form of pink slime with glass pane. And soul lava, I think you can find soul lava in the other or somewhere, but it looks like, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of looking into this and seeing what we can make and just, what makes the most sense for all of that. But I honestly don't think it'll be too bad, but we'll find out. I'm gonna see how this looks. Okay, I brought some stuff outside because I want to try something. This Mob Slaughter Factory is supposed to give us that pink slime, and it can also give something else for hostile mobs. I chose Pig Spawner because I think the non-hostile mobs is supposed to be better for pink slime, so we're going to try to set that up. Just got a simple little drop chute here. I have some things that I think I can use on the spawners to make this easier. Because you'll see the pig spawner that I have, spawn range is 4. So right now things can spawn outside of this, obviously. And they'll also have AI, so I think what I'm going to do... Oh, by the way, I didn't mention, I put an ender gate on the back of this factory, so it's actually getting wireless power through that. So if you're curious why it's getting power, that's the reason why. I also don't know if this is just straight up pigs or if it's something else modded, so I guess we're going to find out. But if I put this right here, and then with a chorus fruit, right-click it. Oh, it is just pigs, okay. So we're gonna get rid of you boys, but after I hit this one, this guy now has no AI, because I used that chorus fruit. They all don't. which is what we want, but right now they're spawning too far away. We don't want that. So apparently what you can do, the piston will affect spawn range, and since I want it to go down and not up, I think I have to hold nether quartz in my offhand, because then it just does the opposite of what this normally would do. That's the way I understand it anyway. So right now, spawn range is 4 and there's no AI. If I right click this, spawn range is 2 and there's no AI, so that's better. But we want it even more than that, so one more piston should do it. So we right click that. Okay, spawn range 1, no AI. If we now cover that up and get rid of all of you, thank you for your service, then my hope is they can only spawn inside there, except I just realized that they're not gonna have enough space. Yep, just hit me. So what if I got rid of that and put that there? Is that enough space? It's not enough space. Let's get rid of some of this. So where can you spawn? Maybe it has to be moved down by 1? Let's try that. Okay, there we go. Now it's spawning. And we just want to make sure that they get in that one spot right there where that guy just showed up. So if we cover these areas up. Oh, that's actually working. They're spawning right there where we want now. Look at that. So nice and easy. It's just spawning pigs in right in front of the mob grinder or whatever this thing is, slaughter factory. And it's making us pink slime and liquid meat, but more of the pink slime, which is what we wanted. Well, that's a nice, easy, simple little thing. Let's just get it set up the same way we had the other stuff set up. Yes, I know it's specific. I don't actually know what we had before, but it looked like this. So I'm going to try making this dark tank. I don't even know why I have these things, but must have picked it up at some point. And that was a quest. Look at that. See if we can pull that out of here by doing, I believe it's that. Okay, we got the liquid meat. That's not what I wanted, but that's fine. We'll just make one more, put it on the other side, and hopefully this one grabs what we want, the pink slime. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we've got a mob slaughter factory grabbing the things that we need. And technically speaking, I really only need, what, like 16 of these pink slime? I could probably just do that right here. For example, and yes, I know this is all very messy, Citizen. It's just I don't know that I need this for much more than what I'm doing here. So I'm kind of temporary-ing it a little bit. It's a word. It's temporary. Okay, so if we put glass panes in here, I can only do one at a time? Really? That's kind of annoying. Pink slime, I'm guessing we need power. So we go boop. Oh, that's not working. What about on top? Yeah, something's happening. Look at that. Hey, we're making pink slime. Awesome. I'm sure there's a way to automate this. It's just, like I said, temporary. Not worried about it. So let's make 16. How did this get water in it? Is that like a byproduct or something of this process? I think it must be. All right, last one. Beautiful. So we'll leave this here. We might need it again. It'll be full, I'm sure, by the time we get back. But yeah, not sure. We'll just leave it running. Let's just check what else we need, because I think we have a lot of what we would need. We have the vibranium, we have the unobtainium, and we're making 4 of these, by the way, because eventually we'll need 4 to make the things that we need for this Paxel. Because it requires a blade, a shovel, an axe, and a pick. And each one of those things requires all of the different kinds of alloy, so that's why we need 4 of each. And for these, we have the ingots, we have the slime. Let's check the piglet hearts and soul lava. I think we used all those hearts, so we're going to need to go harvest some more piglet hearts. We need 8 of those. And then it looks like I do have a bucket of soul lava. I remember finding some. So we'll just need to go out exploring and grab some more of that. I don't know exactly how much, but a few buckets should be good. Okay, first up, the piglet hearts. And I think we want the other ancient pyramid, the first one that we found. Because, yeah, these guys will just spawn right on top of it. So, would like all of your hearts, please. Yep, I know, you're very intimidating. But I'm not here to chat, we're here for those hearts. And there we go. I don't actually know if they can drop more than 1, or if it's only ever going to be 1 at a time. Even though I've got, what is it? Looting 7 on my sword. You'd think that would make a difference, but I just don't know. Hello. They really want to help. They really want to surrender their hearts. Most people want to surrender their hearts to me. That's just, I'm used to it by now. Also, you'll notice these guys have a lot of hearts. Just in case you haven't seen any of the previous videos, how dare you? You should go watch those. But just in case you missed them, these guys have 9999 hearts and 32 armor. But I have decrepitude, and that takes percentage damage instead of heart damage. So that's why we're able to kill these guys so quickly. All right, 2 more. I knew I heard one inside. There you are. These are our last 2 customers. Not you. There's 1, and you are number 2. Thank you. Not you. I have a feeling we might need more hearts anyway. I'm just going to spend a little bit of time, get some extras, and then we'll head out. We'll look for the soul lava. I think we can actually find it in this dimension. All right, that's 16. That should be good. Now, as for the soul lava, I think I found it underground before here, but that's a vague memory, so we're just going to have to hope that I was correct. It's a big open area down here. No, that's regular lava. Not the kind we're looking for. Oh. Hey, we actually found some vibranium. I had the hardest time trying to find that in this dimension. Now, of course, that we don't need it, we find it. So we got wither skeletons, we got blaze, we got lots of different stuff. No soul lava. All right, I had to look it up. Apparently, it's in the ancient basalt deltas. It is in this dimension. We're just in the wrong spot. So I was close. We must have just stumbled on one before. So let's get out of here and get to where we need to be. Oh, hey, look what we just found. I mean, seeing as we're here, do you have any goodies? You do. You don't say. Wow. Yeah, they've always got really good stuff in these. Whoa, nice. Hey, also, look what this is. We don't even need to find that biome. They're just cultivating it for us. And I probably don't need this much, but I mean, why wouldn't we? Hey, come on, fellas, I'm busy. It warms my heart to see them getting along so well with the plebs down here. What do you mean you're a prisoner? You're not a prisoner, you're their friend, I can tell. He's being treated well. He's fine. Alright, that was very helpful, and out of curiosity, I still want to see what this biome looks like. And it's apparently right here. Alright, we are apparently in it right now. And there's another one of these down here. It's not the same one, is it? No, it can't be. All of these enchanted books are nice. That's going to come in handy for our library. Get all that added to the collection. And then I guess it's a good thing we found that little pool, because we're not having much luck finding it elsewhere. Okay, maybe we just had to get down to deep slate level. Let's check here real quick. Ah! Okay, that's actually exactly what we want, but it tried to attack us. That's not very nice. There we go. This is what we were looking for. All right, so we will take a bit more because we're here. Hey, don't do that. There we go. All right, now we should have plenty. We will leave a waystone here in case we need more. The other soul lava looks good. And I think we've got all we need now. We can head home. You know what, citizen? I think we could probably do this now. For a minute, I was worried about the power because I forgot what it was, but it says 12,000 FE. Bush League. Last time we made this, and stored up over 2 billion FE. So yeah, not too worried. Okay, so we should be able to put our soul lava in here in the middle. Let's start with the halfway point, 4,000 millibuckets. Pink slime goes around the edges. Vibranium on top, unobtainium on the bottom, and piglich hearts on the sides. And there we go. We've got something in progress. Hopefully we did that right. Ooh, I'm excited. This is the last alloy that we need. Unobtainium vibranium alloy ingot. Just like that. Wow. We did it! And actually, that used very little soul lava. I did not need to use this many. Oh well. Alright, let's get the rest of what we need. I am quite impressed with us, citizen, because with that, we now have our 4 alloy. And if we search up alloy in our network, yeah, there we go. There's the other 2. So if we put those in, we now have 4 of each type of the Aldemodium alloys, which a while ago seemed impossible. I can't believe we have that. And strangely, that sounds like the hard part. It's kind of the easy part. Just getting those alloys, because we have them, but what we don't have is this Eternal Stella. And as an example, if we look at the alloy sword, we're going to need that as well as many other things. I am not familiar with Forbidden Arcana, so we need to learn that, but as you'll see here, we need those Eternal Stella, we need different kinds of dragon scales, silver, golden, and aquatic. All those things, we need an enchantment setup. So there's a lot to do with that. So while we were able to keep this pretty temporary, the industrial foregoing stuff, I think we should have an official setup, all for Forbidden Arcanus. Now, fortunately, I happen to know, if we go up here, I believe, yeah, this right here, the wealth ball, or whatever we want to call it, it is entirely empty, this whole thing. And I think this should be enough space. We'll probably want to spruce it up a little bit. I don't like the way it looks on the inside. I love how it looks on the outside, but inside it's a bit of a mess. So I might do a bit of work here, get everything set up for enchanting, but actually what we should do is just learn more about Forbidden Arcanus. So let's do it, citizen. To start this mod, we'll need to start mining underground, deep underground, like Y level 1 and below. Yeah, I did that I think 400 days ago. Don't they know who I am? Okay, so we got some of these things that it's saying, you know, we already needed. I'm just going to go through and just check off a bunch of these because I think we can get ourselves to the forge, which is what we actually want. And there's no need to just, go through all of these. Well, maybe not. I don't have any of this. I don't know that I need it, though, because we just build a forge like this. I'm hoping we have enough room. But that's mainly darkstone. Do I need stellarite? It's very rare and it explodes when you mine it. I don't know. Let's skip it. If we need it, we'll find out as we go. Yeah, so I'm going to skip that. I'm going to get a couple of these things. We're going to build a forge, and then I'll bring you in for the gold seal of approval. Fortunately, a lot of the things that I seem to need, I already have, because right now I'm just going through this and making all of them. It all seems to be in my inventory for the most part. I just don't remember getting any of it. Probably picked it up or looted it somewhere along the way. There we go. I think that was everything I needed. This looks pretty complex. You need to find souls. And I actually remember getting this quest, visiting a dark forest. Apparently you can find souls there. That's to power the forge. And then you need Auriel, and you need blood. Ooh, that should be easy. We could just move that pig spawner over here or something once we have this thing built. This might actually be just about the perfect space in here. So I think, yeah, we'll put in a floor here. And then we should be able to build what we need with this space. Okay, it's starting to look a little bit more like something. Something like, that would match for Forbidden Arcanus, a bit darker. Gonna have to get some candles in here. Anyway, how do I make the forge on this level? The middle is a gilded, chiseled, polished dark stone, I believe, followed by the 4 chiseled arcane polished dark stone. And then there's a circle of the gilded ones around like that, and then fill with polished dark stone, okay? Circle of these, fill with these. Don't know if it matters, but I'm going to take these corners out so it matches exactly what I'm seeing there. Now we need darkstone pedestals on top of the 8 outside gilded chiseled polished darkstone and our smithing table on the inner one. Oh, smithing table. Weird, but okay. Darkstone pedestals on all of these and smithing table in the middle. Lastly, smack your smithing table with moonded Baitir dust, and you'll get the Hephaestus Forge. Got 20 of that dust, so I guess we just do... No? That? When it says smack the smithing table, does it literally just mean, like, I'm doing it? Do I throw one? No. It's possible I've done something wrong, but that's highly unlikely. Maybe the shield is messing with it. Shield? No. I am confused. What about without the pedestals? Is that... Ooh, there we go. Okay. I just saw that on a forum. It said for somebody else, for whatever reason, doesn't like when the pedestals are down, so you have to convert this first. That did work, and then you put the pedestals down. The instructions are a bit unclear about that, mod makers. That's okay, we got it. And then I suppose we just have to do some upgrades to get it a bit higher, because, hold on, let's look back. Oh, we need tier 4 forge. Okay. All right, so we're going through all of this. I'm assuming we're probably going to need tier 5 for the Paxel. But for now, we need to get to tier 4, so we've got, work to do. Okay, wow. Nobody said it would be easy, citizen. I probably said it at some point. I was lying. The next thing that we need, I'm going to build up here, kind of just floating, because it might look cool, and it'll definitely look magical, because it's floating. And it's a Klebano Jumbo Furnace, okay. We already made this Klebano core thing, and then same thing, we use this dust, right-click, and there we go. Something happened. And we can use that to make this obsidian steel, which presumably we're going to need. Raw iron and obsidian. Ooh, interesting. Okay. I think I remember finding these things. The artisan relic, it said we'd need these. I'm pretty sure I found them somewhere. Although I have no raw iron. That's a problem. Obsidian, no problem. And yeah, I've got 4 of these artisan relics. So we'll use one of those. We can apparently put it here. And yeah, I guess I just need to find some raw iron. It's kind of strange that it has to be that. Also, a huge bummer that you can't use mystical agriculture, apparently, to make it. Might have to do this the old-fashioned way. Okay, very strange. We need to go hunt for iron. I never thought we'd have to do that again in this world. But honestly, it really shouldn't be a big problem. Oh, and by the way, you probably noticed that I'm building myself in here. There's no way except for coming into there. We're going to set up a teleporter, just like we have elsewhere. So don't worry, we're going to have a way in that's a bit easier here. Well, we can probably just run over to the mining dimension really quick. I was actually just there because I set this up to start getting this arcane whatever it is. What is this? Arcane crystals, because I think we're going to need those. Wow, it barely found any. That stuff really is rare. Yeah, I don't know. I just restarted that. We'll see if it works. I hopefully don't need a ton more of this. But anyway, we're here for iron, which I'm pretty sure can be found anywhere. Yeah, look, there's some right here. So we'll grab a bunch like that. I'm pretty sure we might be able to use the hammer or something to get more of it. No, not the hammer. That'll give us dust. Crusher. That gives us a bit more, it looks like. Or no, 20%. Wait a minute. It actually doesn't matter. We'll probably just use fortune on it. That's the easiest, best way to go, I'd think. Oh, geez. Okay, we apparently were here before and we didn't need iron, so this is going to be easy. In fact, why am I doing this? I just said I'm going to use fortune. I've got fortune 5. We got to settle this back down. You're supposed to tell me when I'm messing up like that, citizen. So we should just be able to do this. There we go. That is a lot. Nice. I must have more. Okay, little over 5 stacks. I think that's probably good. Which means we can now, presumably, put iron and obsidian. Do I need any kind of fuel? Or is that what this is? I don't know. Iron, obsidian. Yes, I think I probably need to use souls as fuel. Is that why I'm seeing this down here? It gave me some as a reward, I think. Use a soul extractor on soul sand. Rarely spawns in the world. So we might be able to make more pretty easily then. Either way, let me just try to put 1 in here. Does that do anything? What's that doing? Oh, it's literally just coal. It's like, ooh, geez. Okay, so it's just like any other furnace. We just throw whatever type of thing in there. It actually looks like it's working for quite a while. So why is there a soul thing here? I don't know that that's necessary. I took it out. I literally just put a piece of coal in there and it's using it for all of this. Wow, okay, so we got what we need. And we can use it to make an obsidian skull, which I'm probably not going to use because it sounds like that's a helmet. And I prefer my Helm of Neptune, thank you. This could be incredibly overwhelming, all of this, but honestly, as long as you just take it one at a time with each of these, it's not that terrible. I say that now, but I think the next thing we're doing is creating a black hole. We're probably about to, like, destroy our entire world. Turns out I have a couple pieces of Edelwood, and apparently I can use that to get dark matter. Creepy. Oh wait, I'm skipping ahead. I'm actually supposed to do this side over here. Okay, I didn't see that. Growing Edelwood acts as the sapling for Edelwood. These are the only way of getting Edelwood now. Okay. And in order to get those, we need this soul looting enchantment. Do I happen to have that already? Soul looting. I totally have that already. And I can get soul looting 6. All right. Do I put that on my sword? I don't know that I want to do that all the time. And I do have plenty of swords in storage. Whoa, glass sword. 40 attack damage. That's not bad at all. My monster sword, like the crazy one we made, is 51 attack damage. I did not notice we had this. Maybe we can enchant this. So maybe, actually, let's put this back in for now. We'll get a mending, unbreaking, and it was soul looting, right? So maybe we throw this book on there. Mending, unbreaking, soul looting with sharpness and incurable wounds. That's got to be a really good sword. I mean, not as good as ours, but it'll do the job. And nope, not that. This. It's only 18 levels to do that, jeez. Okay, and we need to name it too. How about Charon's Soul Sword? That's the ferryman of the River Styx. I like it. Let's do it. And we'll swap that out temporarily, and we need to go hunting some mobs. I hope it doesn't break quickly, like super quickly, because it's made of glass. And we're here to get corrupt souls, because then we can use those to grow Edelwood, apparently. And we need that because we're going to use it to get these dark matter bits or something. I don't know. It doesn't make much sense to me either, but I'm sure it's going to all come together. Oh, you can actually see through the sword. Look at the cows and the sheep on the right side of my screen. Through the sword. That's cool. Hello, does anybody want to give me their souls? Don't be shy. Hello, creeper. One hit wonder. What does that mean? One hit wonder. Hope you may go use it. Oh, no way! It broke that sword. It was glass in the sense of it broke in one hit. Did you know that was going to happen? Oh, no. Do I have more soul looting? Was that the only one I had? Oh, no. I feel so stupid. I bet you knew that was going to happen. Oh, man. I can't believe it. Oh, I've got soul looting, but only 1 level left of it. Or no, I have more than that. Whoops. Soul looting 3. That's what I can get. Oh, what a waste. All right, let's pick a new sword. Oh, wait, this one already has soul looting on it. Vampiric Netherite Sword of the Ancient Library. But I don't know that it'll work because it's also giving us ancient knowledge, which I'm pretty sure changes drops into experience. Let's try it out. Yeah, wow, this is a pretty good sword. It's got lifesteal, soul looting, sharpness. Let's give it a shot. I'm still so salty about that. I should have known. Glass sword, I really should have known. But you just seem so confident, citizen. How was I to know? Ow, ow. Haven't seen any of these souls drop yet. Hello, chicken. I thought that would be the one. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking they're working against each other. Soul looting and ancient knowledge. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Because wouldn't we have seen something by now, don't you think? Oh, here's another one. Netherite sword, life stealing, soul looting. Let's try that one. It's nice that I just apparently have all of this stuff. Oh no, Anne has awoken nearby. Not Anne. Please, not Anne. Where is Anne? Let's go pay Anne a visit. Hello, Anne. Do you have any of those corrupted souls you'd like to give me? Ah! They're fighting each other. Yes. Help me fight Anne. Wait, why am I using... Oh no, yeah, I did want to use this sword. You got a lot of health. Wow. Maybe one swipe from this sword. You're pretty beefy, Anne. Couple swipes. There we go. Anything? No? What gives? Wow, Anne had a pretty good helmet. Look at that. I will keep it. Ooh, there's one right here. Come here. I need your drops or something. No, where are you going? It went underground. How am I supposed to follow it underground? I'm officially labeling this a pain. There you are. I see you. Come here. Yes. Oh, geez. All that for one corrupt soul. I really hope we don't need a lot of those. Oh, let's go home. So, do they want me now to get a growing Edelwood? Obtainable from the Wandering Trader or by using a corrupt soul on an oak sapling. Oh good, it gave us new corrupt souls. Anyway, let's go over here. Is that as easy as it sounds? We just do that and that. Oh yeah, there's our growing Edelwood. And I am impatient. Can it be bone mealed? Oh. What? Is that normal? The tree will have a carved Edelwood log on top and an Edelwood branches coming from it. These can be broken for Edelwood sticks. Does it have to grow more? Oh, hello. Don't tell anybody I'm in here. I'm an Edelwood tree now. I'm going a bit loopy. I'm confused by this. Do I just literally break this down and take it? Carved Edelwood log. What's a trader carpet? It's telling me I should try to buy one from a trader and I can use a trader carpet to know where he'll spawn? Surely not. Trapped trader carpet. You can trap it so that arriving traders will end up on the block and it will kill the trader. Wow. Okay, we don't want to do that. We want to actually keep the trader here. And that's actually like super easy to make. And I guess the idea... Oh, okay. That's all I needed to do. But the idea is if we put this down, it'll be like a spawn point for the wandering trader. So we don't have to have him all up in our business, which I'm actually a fan of. Okay, that was what we needed to do. Now we can get this corrupty dust, which I need arcane crystal dust. There we go. A bit more of that. Corrupty dust we can make 4 of with some of that obsidian steel ingot that we did. And with that, we can make a black hole, which worries me. It does. Throw both the things on the ground and a black hole will spawn. It will void every item or projectile that comes near, but what we want to feed it is experience. When you feed it enough experience, it will give back an expetrified orb. By experience, does it mean Bottle enchanting? I mean, it gave us some for completing that quest, so that's my guess. Let's just, what's the worst that can happen? I shouldn't say that, but I think we'll be okay. Let's just head down here, just to be safe-ish. Or maybe across the way, actually. Then we've got our dark matter, we've got corrupty dust. We throw them down on the ground, and it makes a black hole. Okay, that's fun. This would be something fun for the wandering trader. Spawn right here, see him get sucked into a black hole. That would be kind of nice. However, we want to see if throwing Bottle O Enchanting in there, is that doing anything? It's definitely getting sucked in there. Feed it enough XP to make it spit out an expetrified orb. So when it says enough, do I just have to keep throwing them in? That's all I got. I remember I have this thing, XP Drain Singularity Tank. What happens if I do that, put a tap on it, open it up? Is that going in there? I don't know that it's going in there. I think it's just sitting on the ground, because, yeah, I don't think that's working. Well, I've got 247 bottles of enchanting, so how much of this do you need? Am I just like, oh wait, what if I'm supposed to be doing this? Am I just really stupid? Is that what it's supposed to be? Like that? Oh, did I just do something? Yeah, I just did something. Okay, that's what it is. We got this orb. Okay, I am just dumb. Whoa, no, I just threw that at the black hole. I didn't mean to. There we go. Well, that's pretty cool. It's just spitting them out left and right now. We got 5. Nice. It did just eat our XP Singularity Tank. That's fine. All right, we've got a black hole over here. I thought it would go away, but apparently it's just here to stay. Try to remember it's here, because I'm definitely going to forget. All right, we've done it. All right, and after all that, we are finally ready to go to the Tier 1 Forge. So now that we've made the multi-block, you can break the Forge block and move it, even though it only works while on the multi-block. Okay, good to know. You need to fill it with Auriel, Soul's Blood, and Experience. Then put in relics if necessary. After that, put the center item in the recipe, in the middle slot of the forge, and the outer items on the pedestals. Okay. Which actually, I think just means we already have a tier 1. This is done. We've already got that. Which means we should be able to just move on, right? In order to finalize the ritual, we need to use a gavel. It works like a pickaxe, but it also has a limited amount of uses for finishing rituals. Just right-click the forge with it. Different kinds. We've got diamond, we've got netherite, 60 uses. Oh, you've actually got to upgrade it the usual way. Gavel head is clay, that's easy. And we can easily make a diamond one, so why not? We got 30 uses. Oh, I remember these things. I think I saw it. Was it on Chosen Architects? It's basically like a Pokeball. Right-click a mob with a quantum catcher to catch them, then right-click again to let them go. This looks a bit different though. I think the one I saw was a little different. Must be a different type of catcher. That's alright. We can make a quantum core, and in order to do this, we actually need to use the forge. So maybe now's the time, see if we can get this figured out. We have spawner scrap, that's the only other thing we need. And it's just a quantum core in the middle with 4 spawner scrap. So quantum core in the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the scrap. And we have nothing in any of these, but I think I can fix that. Because it says it takes Auriel, 5 souls, 1200 blood, 155 experience. So how much do I get if I do this? Like if I put this little vial here, it looks like it's, taking it all out and putting it here. There we go. Okay, so that just passed 1200. That is a decent amount then. I got these orbs, which I'm assuming we can put in the XP part over here. Yeah, that gives us some amount. I think it said we needed 5 souls, so we'll put those over here. And we did get Auriel bottles, but we might be able to automate that part. Anyway, though, we need 200. Can I do that now? Yes, 210. Ooh, look, it all lit up. Cool, wow. I guess that means it knows that it's ready to go. So do I just use this gavel? Ooh, this is cool. I'm feeling very magical. Approach the altar and bong. Oh, I thought it was going to make a big noise. Ooh, cool, look at that. That is definitely magical. It's all getting pulled in, kind of like mystical agriculture. It's getting pulled into the center. Do I have to do anything else? That is really cool. Is it doing something? Quantum core. Yeah, it's pulling some of this stuff out. Oh, there we go. It did it. Quantum catcher. Nice. All right, we've successfully done a ritual. That's not so bad. That's not so odd. We can do that. Oh, and speaking of not too hard, the tier 2 shouldn't be bad. Edelwood plank. 4 arcane crystal, 4 spawner scrap. Actually, before we do that, it said there's a way to automate the Auriel, which would be nice, but we need 2 arcane crystal blocks. And somehow we already have one, and I can make another. Yeah, look at that. Got the arcane polished darkstone, and I think it was Mundit bar. Essentially what this is, it says you can make an obelisk. You put down those things that I just collected, and then you hit it with the Mundit bit. How do you say that? Mundit bitchir. That makes an obelisk, and then you place these where the pedestals usually go in the Forge multi-block in order to automate Auriel. And it actually just gave me one. So when it says usually go, does it mean I put it like that? I doubt it. I think it probably actually means I take one of these away, put the obelisk down. Wow, that thing looks cool. Yeah, and now it's going up. I had 10, now I have 11. Okay, cool. So we've got one at least automated. Also, I made that soul extractor. So apparently with that, I could just put down soul sand and then soul extractor. I could hit it with that and it's going to pull souls out. Yeah, it is. And it makes soulless sand. Creepy. But that's kind of a way to automate souls. What? You got a blaze coming over here? Or not a blaze, what are these called? Breeze? Just saw him spawn, but wow. Wow, give me a pretty good bow. That's actually like really, really good. Wow. I'm keeping my current bow, but that... yeah, we're going to keep that on the sidelines just in case. We were talking about automating the different things we need for the forge. For blood, it says you can just kill things right next to it or on the forge. So I think kind of like we did before. Oh geez, that guy gave me slowness for a long time. It's not a huge deal, but it's messing with my field of vision. That's weird. Do I have milk? I have milk. Let's drink some milk. Get rid of that, please. There we go. Okay, so what I was thinking, if we want to add blood to this, what we should be able to do is just, maybe I put the cow spawner here, hit it with the chorus fruit. So now it has no AI. Spawn range is huge. Wow. That's what we need the piston for. If we hold the nether quartz in our offhand, hit it with these pistons, bring spawn range down to 9, but still, that's still huge. We need more. Down to 3, that might be good, but I can already hear that we spawned something elsewhere. Where is it? There you are. Oh, you're not just cows, you're those guys. The piglin brood on top of a cow. And you have no AI, silly. Get out of here. Okay, so it's going to spawn these guys. Luckily, they have no AI, so it doesn't really matter. It might just be annoying, because I was kind of hoping it would just be cows. Well, let's just check if this works. We've got 1,800 blood. If we say, I don't actually know, just hit you here. Yeah, 2,300 blood. Okay, so that's an easy way to just automate this, is fill it up from here. So that's mainly the blood and the Oriole automated. How about souls? Well, we have the soul extractor and experience. I mean, we've got infinite experience downstairs, so maybe we are good. And then to make it a bit faster, we can probably replace one more of these, which I think is just this, that. Wow, those are bright. Be a good decoration if they weren't so expensive, but yeah, cool. That just turns right into that. We've got double of that now. Oh, and actually, while we're here, we may as well use this, because then we could potentially get those corrupted souls, just if we need more of those. Wow, you got lots of health, my dude. We'll fill up on souls just so we have enough for, hopefully, at least a few rituals. Okay, now we can at least fill up the souls all the way. We've got blood pretty much filled. Experience is next, which I have plenty of. Actually, I didn't even think about it. I've got experience being made in mystical agriculture. I wonder, what does that make? These experience droplets, and I can use that to make bottles of enchanting. Okay, that's why I had so many, probably. So we put you in. Oh, okay, that's full now. And the Oriole keeps going up. All right, we are full. Everything's looking good. And actually, for this next one, we're going to have to replace these. I really hope I can pick them up. I can. Good. Because we need all the pedestals. And it's to upgrade this to tier 2. It should just be Edelwood plank, 4 arcane crystals, 4 spawner scraps. Excuse me, fellas. Hit it with the gavel and it'll upgrade. New rituals available. And it could hold more essence and use second relics. Okay. Oh, speaking of that, we had these artisan relics. It saves you a lot of experience. So should we just put one of these in here? Where would it go? Oh, right there. Okay. Why not? And this should be ready. Bong. No, I did something wrong. Edelwood plank in the center slot of the forge and place 4 arcane crystals and 4 spawner scrap onto the pedestals. Edelwood plank in the center, 4 spawner scrap, and 4 arcane crystal. Maybe are these guys screwing with things? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks good. Hit it with the gavel? No? What gives? Maybe because I had that portal there? No? Maybe it wants these to be put down like in a fancy way. Like that, and then sort of spread out in different areas like that. It does say Edelwood plank, but I wonder if it means log. Oh, here we go. I just checked. No, it is a plank, and the way I had it was fine. Oh, I'm dumb. It's because I need more Oriole, and I took those things away that were giving it to me. I've got bottles. Let's see if that does it. Yeah, let's fill that up a bit more. I'm still getting the hang of it, citizen. Give me a break. There we go. That was the issue. Okay. Yep, I'm just dumb. That's usually the problem, but let's upgrade this now. It's all going in. Everything's looking good. Boom. Nice. Tier 2 forge complete. Lovely. All right. I'm going to spend a bit of time filling this back up. I just got the experience all the way up. We're going to work on the blood. I'm going to need some more souls because now that's up to 50 and the Oriole's going to take a while. So I'm just going to grind away for a bit and get everything refilled. And then we can look at getting to tier 3. I have been a busy boy. I finally got the teleporter set up, and of course we had to use a soul for that, but we did run out of room on this side, so we're gonna have to start making them on this side. That leads us up to the Klebano Forge, and then we can drop down into here. I did go mining for more arcane crystals because I wanted to make more of these obelisks. That way we can fill up on the Oriole more quickly, and as you can see, we are nearly at the top with that. Everything else is entirely full, which means I think we're ready to upgrade to a tier 3 forge. Looking at that, it takes arcane crystals, a chiseled polished dark stone, and Deorum ingot, which we have all of those things. Takes a lot of stuff down here. 9,000 blood, no experience for some reason, 50 souls, which is the max, and then 1,000 Oriel. However, I think we could do all that stuff. I just need to replace that. I kind of forgot about that. We need to put back our pedestals first. I do wish there was a way to have both of these at the same time, because it's kind of annoying having to switch between these. And it's also annoying that I forgot to light up inside here, so I keep hearing stuff like this happen. Hey, buddy. So we'll leave a light in there this time. We will put these back down. Then we can place all of these, put you in the middle, and that glowing effect means it's ready to go. So we get our gavel from tier 2 to tier 3. Here we go. We're making pretty quick progress, and it looks like it's about to finish. Kind of hard to tell. Oh yeah, that effect makes it more obvious, but there we go. Tier 3 forge. Quite impressive, and also, wow, we can fit a lot of stuff in here now. So even though I kind of just did it, we are going to have to refill on everything because I'm sure it gets even more expensive from here. So these are going to go back down. I think, what was it? Can I just throw these in here? Yeah, that'll bring our experience up, easy. And then I will work on the blood. I'll go get 100 souls, which is easy with the soul extractor. It's just kind of annoying. It takes a long time. So I'll refill those things and then I'll let you know when we're ready. Oh no, the bishop! Why does it keep being breezes? I don't get that. Oh well. Kenneth the bishop must be slain. I was about to bring you back in anyway. And this seems like as good a time as any. Ooh, darkness. Not fun. I'm no longer one-shotting these guys. They're definitely getting more difficult. Kenneth the bishop's steel-touched crystal sallet of health. I see you, creeper. That's right, you better run. One of these days, I'm gonna upgrade one of these to unobtainium level. Just waiting for the right one. They give me slowness every time and it lasts forever and it messes with my FOV. Glug, 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 glug. There we go. Anyway, let me show you what I was working on. You probably saw, but I did upgrade the spawner. So now if you see at the top, min spawn delay and max spawn delay are both 20, much, much lower than it was. So this thing just spits out mobs really quickly, which means we can fill up the blood very quickly. Everything is full except for the Oriel. That definitely takes the longest. I think we've got another visitor in the wall, but I'm just lighting it up as we go. Yeah, I think that was about it. I didn't do much more. Just grinding away to get up to tier 4, which requires Stellarite piece and runes. And it looks like I have runes. Not sure where they came from, but I've got them. However, I don't know that I have Stellarite piece. Nope, I don't. Stellarite spawns between Y level 42 and negative 44, and it's very rare. Wonderful. And I'm looking at a guide. I don't see that it is available in the mining dimension, which is a bummer. And I guess it means we're going mining. Maybe around negative 40? It must be done, citizen. And we need 4 of them, and they look like this. Should be easy to find because they actually, it looks like there's some kind of animation, like they glow a little bit. At least that's my hope. Okay, so I guess we're going mining. And I think I actually left this down in a mine. Am I right? Yeah, I am. Now, ooh, no way. Look at this. This is what we're looking for. This is where I was mining for arcane crystal. I wasn't looking for this though, so I'm not surprised I left it. I was literally about to say that it is a bit discouraging that I didn't run into that the whole time I was doing that, but I wasn't looking. So I guess I did. This has Silk Touch. I'm guessing I don't want Silk Touch, and it says it will explode when I mine it. Let's see what we get with Fortune 5 on the Paxel, and just, I guess, hope that this doesn't kill me with the explosion. Please don't be that much damage. Woo! Okay, that wasn't bad, and it only gave me 1. That's not good. Oh boy, we need 4 of those. Well, let's check all the other areas that I was mining and just see maybe it was elsewhere. Please say there was more. It is getting a little bit busy down here too. Also, it looks like I missed some of that. There we go. Ooh, also missed something here. More of this. I also ran into a lot of caverns like this, and I would imagine it would be somewhat easy to see in an open area like this. And yet, I'm not really seeing any. That is a bummer. Alright, so I guess we just keep doing this and hoping for the best. Clear out big wide areas, and we know now that the vein mining or ulti-mine doesn't break it. So it should just expose it and make it easy to see. That's my hope anyway. You are not what I was looking for. Please, yeah, okay. So far, so nothing. More open areas, and you'd think that would make it easier. Although I don't know if it's more common, like, exposed like this, or you have to dig it up. Oh, geez, look at that guy. He's got a giant pickaxe. I didn't know they could spawn in with those. And you've got a backpack? Look at these guys. You want to drop that for me by chance? You do. Lengthy giant's pickaxe of smashing. I had no idea that they could drop those. Oh, I love these things. Into the inventory you go. What do you think, citizen? Do you see anything out there? Anything that could be helpful? I mean, I guess we can grab more of that. I wonder if there's a way to, like, make it easier to find this stuff? Like they had the Aldemodium sight potions, that type of thing. Or even like with ours, would there be a way, some way to, I don't know, find it more easily? Thank you. I'm really not here for looting, but we're finding neat stuff, and I can't stop myself, citizen. Maybe the boss in here is hiding some from us? Hello, Eddie the Superior. Not that superior, clearly. Hey, another glass sword. We can replace the one that we stupidly broke. I looked it up, and apparently this digital miner for Mekanism, some people are saying they used this to pretty easily find stellarite, and honestly, it's seeming like a better idea right now. I'm just looking everywhere, clearing out what seems like miles of this, and just, there is nothing. When they say rare, they mean rare, so I think I might give that a shot. And to be fair, the comments I'm looking at are 4 years old, so maybe something has changed since then, but it's worth a shot. It's gotta be. So let's head back up, head to our Mekanism floor, and then we can figure out this miner. And it looks like we have some of these things already. Oh yeah, wow, it takes vibranium. Okay. We need another teleportation core, which we had some of. I think, yeah, that's right. We needed these for the teleporters that we were making, so good to go there. We need logistical sorters, which are actually pretty easy to make, so we'll just grab a couple of those and throw them in storage. And then we need a robot, which sounds incredibly fun. And actually, we've got most of what we need, except a personal barrel or personal chest, which actually is also very easy to make. Okay. Oh, interesting. It's a chest that can be opened from your inventory, almost like a backpack, I guess. Well, we don't need that, but I do want a robot. And actually, I can make two. I want to make two. Look at that. They're charging in our inventory. They're taking our power. That's great. Because out of curiosity, we're going to use one of these to build the other thing, but like, what can a robot do? If I just put you down here, are you... Okay, I can't put you down. That's interesting. Shift click? No? Oh, no way. There was a quest to find it and it gives me 2 more. Well, I guess we only need 1 more now. Anyway, though, yeah, robot. Mini robot to accompany on your travels. Charge pad. Maybe I needed a charge pad for first? Needed for the robot. Okay. We're going off on a tangent, citizen. Polished blackstone pressure plates. Charge pad. Get one of these. I just kind of plop one down over here, maybe. Get a charge pad there. And it's connected up. Looks good. Can I put a robot on that? Oh, I can. New best friend. Hey, robot. What do you do? If I, oh. Hi, I'm Robot. Hello, Robot. Following false, drop pickup, false. Oh, so it can drop pickups. Drop pickups. It can pick up drops. Okay, and it can follow you. You can rename it. Change the appearance. Wow. Well, we should rename it. You are now Augustus. Change the appearance. Wow. You can do a lot with this. I mean, sure. Let's have him follow us. Do we want him to pick things up that we drop or that drop around us? Not yet. He's gonna follow us? Yeah, look at that. Augustus following us around. That's so cool. And then I can interact. Okay, good. And then I'm not sure if there's a way to wirelessly give him power, but I guess that's not why we're here anyway. We were trying to get a digital miner, which we now can because we have that second robot. Highly advanced filter-based auto miner that can mine whatever block you tell it to within a 32 block max radius. That doesn't seem that great. So maybe this did get nerfed a little bit, but we're still going to try it. Let's grab one. And now we're checking things off left and right in here. So this machine can mine for you, completely configurable. You can even replace mine blocks with cobblestone or whatever block you provide it with. Don't really need to do that. Okay, let's go, Augustus. Will you follow me through stuff like this if I go here? Is he going to come through as well? Oh, there you are. Yeah, great. Can you also follow me through here if I come down this way? Yeah, he teleports to you. Awesome. Well, we got a little friend to follow us around now. Somebody to talk to. And now, if I put you down... Wow, that is a big boy. Look at that. And then to give it power, I'm hoping I can just grab like an Ender Gate. And can I just like put you there? Yeah, so I could probably just give it power that way. And now, config, new filter, maybe tag? Ooh, I don't like this. Item stack. Status all okay. No. Can I maybe just like drag this over here? Ooh, there we go. New item filter, Stella Arcanum. I was able to drag it from over there. Save. Okay, Stella Arcanum, filter enabled. Disabled? Do you hear that noise? Listen to this. Okay, so filtered enabled, that's fine. It's between Y42 and negative 44. So negative 44, Y level 42, block radius 32. Oh, wait. Okay, so it's 32. I'm wondering if you put it at the surface and then it digs down between these levels. That might be what's going on here. That would actually be great. Okay, so is it configured now? I think so. This looks fine to me. Okay, out of curiosity, what happens if I click start? Ready to mine 8. Oh, wow. Look at this. It's just pulling it out. It's just pulling it all out. Look at how much it's getting for us. Wow. This thing is nuts, Augustus. Look at that. That is so cool. Why didn't you tell me about this, citizen? And it's just using up the power from the Ender Gate. This is incredible. And I'm guessing we can do this with the Arcane Crystal too. This is so good. Wow, we just got up to 12. I'm in love with this thing. And I'm guessing we don't need it down here. So can I just pick you up now? And then actually we'll bring it to the surface. And my guess is we could just have this pretty much anywhere. Like if I just throw it over here for now. Get you right there. Put our Ender Gate back on. And then if we go back to configure, I'm wondering if we say new filter, item stack, Arcane Crystal ore, save that one. And then one more for Deep Slate, Arcane Crystal ore. It'd help if I put it in the right spot. There we go. It still includes the most common level for this, which is negative 13, so that should be fine. We're filter-wise, we're still okay. And then if we go back and start it from the surface, I think we're going to have the same result. It's just going to do a 32 block radius around this, straight down. All right, let's see what happens with this one. To mine, 124. So it just immediately finds everything that's down there, and it's going to put it in here for us. How incredible is that? Augustus is shocked. He's just shocked silent. And I am too, Augustus. This is just insane. I can't believe it took me this long to find one of these or, figure it out and start using it. Well, let's just let it run. That's incredible. And I kind of forgot the whole point of that was so that we could go back up here. And we're actually full on everything now. And that means we should be able to do this ritual, which is the 4 stellarite pieces and 4 runes. Wait until you see this, Augustus. It's going to be crazy. All right, so 4 of these, 4 of these. That is telling me that it's ready. And this is what, level 3 to level 4, I think? All right, check this out, Augustus. You ready? You ready for this? That's right. Don't act like you're not impressed. Also, your energy isn't going down, so maybe you're linked to me and you're just taking energy from me, which is pretty awesome. I love my little buddy Augustus. There we are. Tier 4 Forge. He looked over. He was like, whoa, what was that? And once more. Wow, 500 souls, 50,000 blood cap, 5,000 experience, 10,000 Oriel. Well, you know the drill at this point, citizens and or Augustus. We are going to get our forge refilled on all of the necessary things, which for some of the cases shouldn't be bad at all. It should just be nearly immediately filled. There we go. And then the rest, I'm a bit worried about actually the souls. 500? Really? What does it take to get to tier 5? Because we'll need it eventually. Tier 4, we actually are ready to make most of the alloy tools, but the last one that we need for the Paxel, that's tier 5. Sculpt catalysts, dragon scales, dark nether star? Yeah, it takes 500 souls, citizen. That's insane. And a stellarite block. Wow, that would have been very difficult without that miner. Okay, dark nether star's not bad. Wow, I have some prep to do. The soul extractor takes 128, or it has 128 uses, so I'd need like 4 of these or more. Yikes, this is getting expensive. All right, Augustus, we have some work to do. And I'm actually looking forward to the souls the least, so why don't we just get that over with? Let's go collect 500 souls. And to start off, we're gonna need Why don't we make 4 more of these? 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be more than enough with the stuff that we have left in this one. Oh boy, I'll see you in about a week, citizen. Wish me luck. Okay, I think that's halfway done, and I am losing my mind because this already goes slow enough. You can kind of see the patches that I'm harvesting out of here, but these guys just will not leave me alone. They keep shooting at me when I'm doing this. And there might actually be another way to go about this. See what I'm talking about? Leave me alone. But anyway, let's head back. There might be a way around this. Why can't I go in there? There we go. And yes, I noticed you didn't come with me, Augustus. Anyway, here was my thought. With Ender IO, there's a powered spawner. And I believe you can choose what to spawn. And that would be by capturing a soul in an empty soul vial. So we could go to a dark forest and capture the soul of a soul, which sounds very strange, and then put it in a spawner and then increase the spawn rate. It might be a bit easier, but also it says enchanted souls count as 10. So if we could get an enchanted soul in a spawner, that I think would be well worth it. So I'm going to try it. And first of all, we need an empty soul vial, which luckily, no, not luckily, I don't have these things. Solarium, I thought I did have. Okay, I guess it's a bit different. This is a little bit different. Alloy smelting. It's rabbit hole time. Ah, we're finally getting to that grains of infinity we got like forever ago. Finally getting use out of them, it looks like. Because we need an alloy smelter, and that requires this, which we can now get, which means we can now get an alloy smelter. Let's bring that up here. And for now, we're just putting it here. I'm assuming that takes... No, it doesn't take power. I've never used Ender IO, but apparently when I was picking up all of these capacitors, they come in handy. Because it's required, apparently, to make these work. And I don't know... Oh, okay. It's pulling in now energy, apparently. And we just smelt soul soil or sand with gold. That's easy enough. So if I put one here, that's what we want? Yeah, look at that. Easy. Make a bunch. Why not? And then what is fused quartz? Oh, okay. We can go with amethyst shard and quartz. That's also pretty easy. All right, so we're done with the stack of the solarium, which means I think we can just put these together, and that will give us dark fused quartz. Okay. I really hope this works. And while that's going, also the way to make an enchanted soul is to use a splash Oriole bottle on a normal soul. And in order to do that, we need to brew it. Okay, easy. Just a lot of little things to do. I believe our brewing setup is where? Where did I put my brewing setup? I think it's up here. Yeah, there you are. So we put these here with gunpowder, and that gives us our splash Oriole bottles, which is what we want. Beautiful. I gave us 16 of this. Hopefully that's all we need, because we should only need one of these, the empty soul vials, I think. Like I said, I've never done this before. So we've got that. Now we need the spawner. Bind a soul to the item to be able to use. And how do we get a spawner? All right, I was very confused for a minute, but here, let me show you this. So if you search for the powered spawner from Ender IO, there's no recipe. It just doesn't come up for some reason. So if you press, or if you hover over the powered spawner and then press U, that brings its uses up, and there's 2 different kinds here. I think that's the reason, is that it's looking at this one. If you go over to the right one, hover over the one on the right here and press R, that gives you the recipe. Bit convoluted, but we got it, and there's a lot of things that I'm missing, and I don't know how difficult it is to get them. I'm curious, because we have broken spawner right now, it says bogged. I'm guessing we have to, when we get the correct soul vial, combine it with a broken spawner to get the correct type of spawner. That probably doesn't make any sense, but we'll get there eventually, and I'll show you what I mean. And in the meantime, let me just try to make some of this stuff that we're going to need to do this, which is a lot of weird things that I've never used before. All right, citizen, you wouldn't believe the rabbit hole I'm having to go down now. Going through about 20 different steps to get something very specific. Try to be brief about this, but I need this, Z-Logic controller. In order to make that, I had to make a slice and splice, which I don't know. But anyway, I've got everything except for the zombie head. So in order to get a zombie head, I can make one with zombie essence. That is mystical agriculture. I don't have zombie seeds. that I'm aware of. I actually should have checked, but I'll do that in a second. What I'm trying to do is get those by getting a soul jar filled with zombie essence. I need the soul jars, which to make them, I need more of this soul stone, smooth soul stone. Yeah, like 1,000 steps. I'm just trying to get through all of this stuff. And just to double check, zombie seed. Yeah, I don't have zombie seeds, so I need those. Then I can make the head. Then I can make the powered spawner. Then we can move on to the next step. Oh, it is convoluted. This had better be worth it. All right, so we've got some of the stuff we need. I think we could just put rotten flesh into the soul jar. Yes, and that'll be 20 each. Okay, no problem. All right, we should have what we need now in order to make these zombie seeds, which, yes, I'm realizing sounds very strange. It's been a while since we've done the mystical agriculture stuff, but still fun. I really, really like this mod. Incredibly useful. But we've got that. Let's put them somewhere in here. That'll work. And now it should be creating what we need to make a zombie head, zombie essence, which we should be getting now, right? Why are we not collecting any? It looks like we are. I can see it going through. I might have screwed up my storage. I tried to do a filter for it. Hold on. We've got an overflow destruction card, zombie essence. That should work. So why is it not? Okay, something to do with these three. I must have it on here, but they're full? I don't know. I honestly don't want to mess with it too much right now. I've got what I need. We should only need one of these zombie heads, so I'm just going to do that. And then we can head back up here. Very strange, but apparently I just put the zombie head here and then it does something and gives us a Z logic controller. Who knew? Well, I guess I did. And with all of that, finally, we can get a powered spawner. Except, wait, no. We don't want to yet, because we want to get a broken spawner reassigned. Okay, good. I'm glad I realized that. We would have wasted all this stuff. First, we need to go get our soul, enchanted soul, or whatever. And that would be in a dark forest in the overworld, which I know I've found before. Yeah, here it is right here, right by the Pyromancer's Tower. Is that nearby anything? No, we might just fly there. That's okay. Real quick, before we do that, let's drop off what we have in here, or at least some of them. Let's put a couple stacks of souls in. We'll keep these just in case, because my hope is this will be much easier once this whole convoluted process is complete. And we have what we need, right? We're going to the Dark Forest. We're going to splash one of these bottles on a spirit. We're going to catch it in the empty soul vial. Then we're going to put it onto this spawner and put it into a powered spawner. What could go wrong? All right, let's go. Is this it right here? I think it is, yeah. All right, Dark Forest. And to refresh my memory, might find lost souls wandering around Dark Forest. Okay, and we've got our stuff on us. So apparently we just throw this thing on a soul if we run into one, and then we capture it. Ooh, it's a big old bee. Green carpenter bee? We're not here for bees. Technically not here for big old copper towers either, but I'll take it. Does this have to be at night? Or can they show up during the day too? That would be something that would be good to know. Are you a spirit? I totally missed that. Nope, not a spirit. Are you a spirit? I'm making chicken spirits. I don't think that counts though. There's an owl. There's another bee. Lots of fun things, but not spirits. The chickens keep tricking me into thinking they're spirits. There's some baddies over here. Would you want to turn into a spirit for me, please? Something tells me it doesn't work that way. Oh, hey, friend. Goodbye. We might have to wait for night. That is my best guess at the moment. All right, sun is going down. Let's see if anything appears now. Clearing out an area too, just to make sure it's easy to see, but so far, nothing. Hello, lost souls. There's owls, there's starbunkles, there's enriched mineral logs. Lots of fun stuff, but not the things that we need. Hey, get out of here. Little baby goobers. Definitely not what we need. It's not a very friendly area over here. I wonder, is there anywhere else that has naturally occurring spirits or souls or whatever we're calling all of this stuff? Because I could make a corrupted soul, but I don't know if that would work. Oh, gross. We got an Enderman here. All the dark oak variants are very strange looking. We're going to make some nutritious chicken feed, because apparently the delightful dirt can also spawn in spirits, or that's what the infinitely wise Google is telling me. I'm also kind of wishing now that I hadn't killed all those chickens, because I kind of need one now. Oh, we've got some chickens in here. Please tell me it does the same thing as the other one. Hey, chicken, you want some chicken feed? Yes. Oh, it played me a little song. That's beautiful. So golden egg creates delightful dirt. Blah, blah, okay. And if we do it in the Dark Forest, which is over here... Oh, hey, Gustus. And maybe it'll spawn in a spirit. Let's do it right over here. This is Dark Forest. There we go. Is that going to spawn anything in? Ooh, spawned a little dude in with a present on his tail. Can I have that? Gimme, 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 gimme. Aw, he didn't drop anything. It's creating a lot of those things though, jeez. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's making a lot of mobs. Not the one we're looking for though. I'll give it a minute, we'll just watch and see what happens. This is very magical indeed, but it's not what we need. Jeez, we're getting a little overflowing. Hey buddy, I'm starting to question whether these things actually exist, because this is quite a few, and none of them have been the soul yet. What do you think, Augustus? What's the plan here? You know what? I'm willing to try it on a oh wait, there's one right there. No, come back. That totally worked. Where'd he go? Come back from, he went underground. Here, come out, please, please, please. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, you stay right here. Got it, got it. Get him on the... Get him. Yes! Enchanted Lost Soul. We got it. It worked. Oh man, what a pain. Did you see how many things had to spawn out of there before we finally got one? Oh, but it matters not. We did get one. Oh boy. Okay, that was a thing, but we got what we need. We just got to make sure we do everything right now. And that includes getting away from here. This place is insane. Okay, so now we need a soul binder, and we put that with a broken spawner, and that gives us the it gives us broken spawner, but with the new soul in it. I think that's the way it works. Oh no, we need another one of these things. Okay, give me a minute, citizen. Okay, I think we can make another one of these. Throw the zombie head in. Get ourselves a Z-Logic controller. Get all the stuff for a soul binder. We get that. Put you down here. Looks exactly the same as a slice and splice. And then we're getting energy in that. I really, really hope this works. Because the idea is you should be able to take any broken spawner, put the enchanted lost soul on that, and that makes it that kind of spawner, right? So if I put you here, broken spawner with enchanted lost soul, show recipes. Oh, or I could just put it right onto a powered spawner. Maybe that's the way to do it. So soul binding, you get a powered spawner, and then you filled soul vial, gives it to you, the blah, 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 blah. But also you should be able to do it to this. Broken spawner. Oh, it looks like it needs liquid experience too. Can I just use buckets for that? Because I've got one of these. Can I just put you in here? Or maybe put you on top of there? Does it pull it out? No. What about good old pipes? With, I think, one of those like that. Yeah, there we go. Now it's bringing it in. Just need a bit more. This is a lot of effort, and I really, really hope this is worth it. I could have been done filling up the 500 souls by now for sure. Okay, that is now full. So does that mean I can do this now? I'm so worried about using this. That was difficult to get. Oh, machine is active. Okay, so... Oh, it's working. Okay, I can see it kind of doing its thing. And the idea, once again, is that this should now change to an enchanted lost soul broken spawner. And then we can use that to make the powered spawner. That is my desperate hope. Here we go. It should be just about to finish. Skeleton spawner turns into enchanted lost soul spawner. Oh, whew. I think that's what we want. I think that's good. So now, if we say powered spawner... How do I keep running out of these? Powered spawner. Once again, we don't want this skeleton. We want our enchanted lost soul. And then that is a powered spawner, enchanted lost soul. That is what we want. We're going to do it. Oh man, better work. Okay, now, how does this thing work? I have no idea, but we have it. For now, why don't we just put it somewhere over here? Or actually probably up here. This is the forge type area. If I just put this spawner outside, like right about here. Enchanted lost soul capacitor. Oh, it needs a capacitor. Okay. Still have plenty of those. We'll throw that in there. Not enough power. We need power. We'll slap an ender gate on that right there. That should give us power. Yes, it is. Now, is that going to spawn us these souls that we presumably need? Show range. Oh, wow. That's a pretty decent range. Oh yeah, it's spawning them in. There we go. They kind of just run for it though. That's not great. I also don't want the range anymore. There we go. Got one. That is not bad. It's just about catching them. It's a little bit difficult. I can't get the range to turn off. I did that. Hide range. Hey, come here. Get back here, you. These guys are going to be all over the place because they're kind of difficult to catch. But just with that, I've now got 30 souls. That would have taken forever. Gimme, gimme. There we go. I'm a bit annoyed that I can't get the range to turn off. I'm going to think we can pick this up, please. Collect the rest of these guys. Hello. Okay. Now it's activated by redstone. We can turn it on and off. It's filling with power. That's good. And now, every time we capture some and we put them in here, and look, everything else is filling up pretty nicely. So we put 8 enchanted souls in here. That's going to give us plenty. So that's much better. Okay, I'm officially saying that was worth it. Annoying, but worth it. So we'll capture a few more. We'll fill that up. Then we'll fill up the blood. And I think we're just about finally ready to start getting some alloy gear, which is pretty exciting. It's a bit finicky, but it works. It's actually kind of fun chasing these guys down once I'm like not stressed anymore about making sure that all of that works. It's actually easier with the bow. I don't know why I wasn't doing that. Especially with this heat-seeking arrows, that makes it much easier. This is going to be 25, and that's half of what we needed, but I don't remember how much we filled it already before we did this. All right, that's 34. Let's see if we're close. Actually, there's a ton of them right here. Let's get a few more. I have a feeling we'll have enough now. Nearly full on Oriole too, but we were already almost halfway there. So if we put these in, boop, 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 it's all the way up. We still have 11 left over. Nice. All right, yeah. So we are officially calling that worth it. Took a while, but it's worth it. That means I no longer need the soul extractor. Good, good. Now we just need to fill up on blood, which is over here. There we go. You're happy to help me with that, aren't you? I thought so. This actually works pretty well. I decided to put some of these iron spikes down, and it's still counting towards the blood, so I don't have to do anything. 29,600. If they spawn in, sometimes that happens, but if they go in there, yeah, past 30,000. Nice. So now we wait, and if they happen to do that, I'm happy to oblige. And while this is running, kind of, they keep needing to get pushed, but it does work. Anyway, while that's running, we are just about ready for the level 5 or the tier 5 forge. I do need one more Sculk Catalyst, but these were fine. I've got that. Stellarite block I believe I can get, or just about. I'm guessing I'm one short, yeah. But I haven't checked the miners since we had it going. I'm guessing it's got quite a bit in there now. Yep, that's not too shabby. So now we can, yes, get a Stellarite block. By the way, where's Augustus? I haven't seen him around. We might have left him through this portal. Augustus. Augustus. Doesn't seem to be here. Oh wait, I see him on the map. Where are you? Are you charging? Oh yeah, he went back to his charge port. Okay. He must have run back and then switched back to false. All right. Let's do it again. Come on. There we go. Got Augustus back. What were we doing? Oh yeah, I need one more Sculk Catalyst. And I believe... Actually, second thoughts, if we're going... Well, it can't be that dangerous. Famous last words. Let's go to the ancient city. And he didn't follow me here anyway. Okay. No worries. I need some of these. And this takes forever. Technically, I only need one. Yeah. So I'm not too worried about it. There we go. Yeah, see, he's missing again. Where did he go? I think all the teleporting is causing some issues with Augustus. We're just going to have to see when he decides to show up. Anyway, though, I think we're ready. And this will be the highest level of forge that you can get, which is beautiful. We want our Stellarite block there in the middle. We want to replace all of these, put these back. Get all of the items placed down. Hopefully this glass doesn't interfere. I don't think it would, but we'll find out. Yeah, no, it's good. And this is it, citizen. All of our hard work paid off. Not entirely, just kind of the setup. We don't actually have anything to show for it yet, but we will. So let's do it. Tier 5, here we come. Here we go. Tier 5, almost. Yep. There's the little particles and boom. We've done it. Oh, I did not even see all this stuff over on the right side. Automatic forge. That's what we've been doing pretty much. Well, we'll take a look at that. Why not? But first, we've done it. We got all of this. And it looks like in order to do this, you need modularium. But what's the point of all that? It's bringing up Ender IO, which we did some of already. Jeez, yeah. Okay, so there's a lot to do with this. Why do you need an auto forge? Okay, so it means you don't need pedestals, and we can automatically create anything that the normal forge can. Be needed for automating all the mod stars. Okay, that is a bit more complex than I want to go right now. I'm happy with the tier 5. I don't need an automatic one. At least I'm pretty sure that I don't. Yeah, this is nuts. It's like unrefined liquid souls from soul tree saplings, which I apparently already found, but like I said, I'm not doing this. This is too complex for me right now. Unless we find out we have to, but I don't think we have to. Once more, you know the drill. I'm going to go through, fill all of this up, and then the exciting part is finally upon us. We can begin to make our alloy stuff. We've been waiting this entire video to be able to do that. We're so close. So we're looking pretty good in here. The one thing that takes a bit longer is this Oriole. And I mean, even if I put these everywhere, I'm only missing it on 3 spots. It's still not going to fill up that fast. So I don't think we're going to let that get to the very top. So I was looking back at the quests, and I noticed I don't think we got this one for some reason. I mean, we did this. We got the tier 1 forge, and I don't know why it's not showing up, but I don't mind. We might need to, I'm not sure, but either way, the only thing that we don't have on this outer quest tier, or prerequisite, whatever you want to call it, to get to the center is this Eternal Stella. And actually, not too bad. It takes these X petrified orbs, Stellarite piece, which we got with the digital miner, and Aldemodium ingot, which we have an infinite amount of, and a tier 3 forge, which we've passed. So I think I'm just going to get a few of these Eternal Stella. And actually, while we're doing that, because I've only got 9 of the Stellarite piece left, we should move the digital miner and have it start another one of these little mining trips that it does. And if its block radius is 32, I think that means we need to move at least 64 blocks away, right? To make sure it gets all new stuff. I think so. I think I'm thinking about that right. So 1904 plus 64, 1968. So we go over this way. I'm mathing, citizen. And we'll actually just go past it. We'll go right over here. We will put you down right there. Still configured for Stellar Arcanum, the crystal ore, everything else there looks good. And I think we're ready, Augustus. Off you go, fella. 148 or 146? Oh, it needs the power. Whoops. Whoops. There you go. All the power you can eat. Good. So don't let me forget that I left the digital miner over here, citizen. But in the meantime, I've got the other things that I need, and we can give this a shot. So if we have all the modium in the middle, 1, 2, 3 of the X petrified orbs, and then 1 stellarite piece. Yeah, look at that. It glows. It is ready. Also, fortunately, I don't think I mentioned, it doesn't take very much. 82 of the Oriole, 1 soul, and 1,000 blood. That's the most of it, but everything else, yeah, not bad. No experience required. Very good. You haven't seen this yet, Augustus, have you? Check this out. Are you ready? Watch this. You're so impressed. He's so impressed. And there we go. We've got ourselves an Eternal Stella. Quest complete. Wonderful. But not this one. That's going to bother me. Am I going to have to get a tier 1 Hephaestus Forge in my inventory? I think I'm probably going to have to. That's a really big pain. I'm gonna have to build another one of these just for that purpose. Yeah, I just checked it off elsewhere. We've got it somewhere in here. Oh, there you are. Whew, I get another one for that though. And we've got one here. Yeah, that's gonna bug me. I need to check this off. We need to build another one. Give me a minute, citizen. Or wait, no, we don't need to build another one. What am I thinking? Because I can pick this up, right? Please tell me I can pick this up. Oh, okay. Whew. Oh, that just gave me another task. Did I just have to... Was that it? No, it wasn't. Anyway, doesn't matter. What I was thinking... First of all, you stole all my stuff, Augustus. I saw that. We can grab a smithing table, which I don't have. We can make a smithing table. Grab one of our Mundabitcher dust. And then wasn't that it? We just have one of these here. We hit it with one of these, and it doesn't like it because it doesn't like the pedestals, right? It might also be bothered by all of the junk that I have over here. That's fair enough if so. Yeah, it doesn't like that. How about no? Yeah. Let me just make sure I'm doing that right. Yeah, smithing table on the inner one. Smithing table with Mundabitcher dust. Yeah, that's not working, which means I think it's not liking all of this junk I've got over here. There we go. Nothing's touching now. So now will it work? There we go. So we've got a tier 1. If I keep this in my inventory, will that do the trick? I think it did. Yeah. Yep. Okay. See, that we didn't need to build another one. How silly of you, citizen. You're lucky I was here to stop you from doing that. Okay. So now we can put back down our tier 5. We can get a couple more of the... Well, how many of these Eternal Stella do we actually need? We need 2 per thingy. You know what I'm talking about. 2 per tool, or at least I'm guessing. Let's check one more just to be safe. Yes, 2 per tool. So that's 8, and then do we need any for this? No. Okay, so we need 8. We've got 1, 2, 3. And wow, that is, that's really disheartening. When I broke this, it removed everything. It removed all the stuff that I spent oh so long collecting. Oh no. Ugh. How could you let this happen, citizen? Never mind, I'll see you in a week. I'll be back in just a... All right, just a little bit later, and we've got a decent amount back in the forge as far as the blood, souls, a little bit of Oriole, but I was looking, I don't think we'll actually need too much. And I was able to just use what I had there to get the 8 Eternal Stella that we're going to need, which means after I find out what that is down there, I think we're ready to finally start getting some alloy stuff. But this cannot stand. I mean, technically you can stand, but you know what I mean. He didn't give us any special items. Unbelievable. Okay, so what do we start with? And also, I'm realizing just this very instant that we have to do a little bit more prep. Because for one, I don't have an extra unobtainium sword. I'm not going to use the one I'm currently using. We also need some of these dragon scales. Okay, first let's go down. Let's make all the extra unobtainium stuff that we're going to need, because we need a sword, we need an axe, we need a pickaxe, and last but not least, we need a a shovel. So, real quick, let's do that. Yeah, that's right. We've got to go through the whole rigmarole, starting at the beginning, which is diamond of each. Wow, this is going to take a lot. It's worth it. It's worth it. Let's get a stack of diamonds. Or wait, no, I don't even need to do that. We just say, I would like a diamond shovel, please, as well as a pickaxe, and my axe, and a sword, of course. Then all the stuff we're going to use to upgrade it. So that's the first tier, but then we're going to need to go to all the modium, so we'll need 4 of those. Then vibranium, we'll need 4 of those, and we need to be careful because I'll only have 3 left now. And then unobtainium, I should duplicate this because I would only have 1 left. What's the recipe for this again? Yeah. So there we go. We'll get a couple more of these. That seems better. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Okay, that should be all we need. All the stuff right here, which is, yeah, quite a lot. And away we go. Let's start with the sword. We get a netherite sword. That we can put back in for all the modium, I believe. Yep, we can go to all the modium. Off to the races with vibranium. And all the way up to unobtainium. There we go. So we've got to do that with each one of these now. Which some of these I don't think we've done yet, so am I going to get any achievements if I keep them in my inventory temporarily? Like if I pull them down, do I get anything? Doesn't seem like it. I think it was just getting one of these tools. I don't think it mattered which one. It is still kind of a thrill being able to do this, like being so rich that it doesn't even matter. I'm just blowing through all this and it's just like, yeah, just another day. And that is it. That is unobtainium of all of these. That's just crazy. Now, dragon scales. This, I don't know if we have enough of. Because is it the same for each? A silver, a golden, and an aquatic? Silver, golden, aquatic. Yeah, I think it is. So I need 4 of each. Okay, so silver, not too bad. Golden, I forget. Diorium? What was it? That could be a challenge, actually. But we'll get to that. Aquatic, that shouldn't be too bad. The reason I was thinking that might be a challenge was this stuff, Deorum, requires the Munda Bitcheer dust, and I just ran out of Phantom Membrane making that, so it depends on how much we need. We'll find out shortly, but also, out of curiosity, doesn't look like there's a mystical agriculture option for that. There is for productive bees, but not for mystical agriculture. Okay. Bummer. Let's just see how far we can get. We have 25 of the scales and we need 4 of the silver. So let's just first try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That we can do. This is the one I'm worried about and we can't even make 1. Okay, can we make more of these? I have 13. It's not going to be enough. I can make enough. That's for 1 right there. I'd be able to make 2 golden dragon scales. Ooh boy, we need some Phantom Membrane. I think I'm going to be staying awake a couple nights. Because in case you're curious, I did check with Phantom Membrane. And there's not really an easy way for me to get it. The one that I'm probably closest to is the mechanism way, but you'll see that takes antimatter. Antimatter looks like not fun to make. You need polonium, you need that from nuclear waste, you need to get nuclear waste from fission reactors. I'm not about to go and do all of that. The other is an occult ritual, which I haven't done anything with occultism yet, so I just don't know. I might try it. I don't know. Is that better than staying awake for 3 nights? That's a lot of time. It probably would take that long anyway. Incubation, I don't have any of this stuff. Let's just look. Let's look at the occultism questline. You're probably thinking, how many times is Legion going to get distracted and do something else? But I mean, it's all things we need. We actually need these things, so it's not just, for nothing. But yes, I do get distracted easily. Just in case, I will stop sleeping through the nights. Just in case. But is there an occultism questline? There is. And, Not quite sure. Oh, I think it was this thing, rituals. So that's not too far off from the start. Maybe I just go through and do a couple of these things? What's the worst that could happen? And we'll see how it goes. Beginning with getting a book. Fortunately, we can make that book very easily. And for the time being, we're going to keep this stuff in here until we need it. And we're going to start reading. Oh, hello. Okay, about the book. Good. I think this would take, you gotta do the voice, right? The other world. Hidden from mere human eyes exists another plane of existence. Another dimension, if you will. The other world. This world is populated with entities often referred to as demons. These demons possess a wide variety of powers and useful skills, and for centuries magicians have sought to summon them for their own gain. The first step on the journey is to successfully summoning such an entity is to learn how to interact within the other world. That last sentence was very strangely structured, but that's okay. Anyway, it looks like we're going to have to make some Demon's Dream fruit. Yep, once again, I don't really understand any of this, so we're just going to go do it. I think I did grow some of that at one point. Yeah, I did. I've got 31 Demon's Dream fruit because I got these seeds and I did grow some of that. Okay, so we've got that. We've got this. What if I told you that Demon's Fruit is flammable? Throwing our Demon Dream fruit down and setting it on fire will create spirit fire. That's how we'll convert some overworld material items into otherworld materials. It's also pretty. Aw, okay. Easy enough. And I'm not going to create a new area for this, so I think we're doing it just right here. Wait, Flames of the... What do you mean quest complete? I didn't do anything yet. I didn't do it yet. Okay, so let's first just try that. There we go. Spirit fire. We've got that. Hopefully that sticks around. And what do we do? Andesite converts to other stone, which can be used to light a permanent spirit fire. Okay, so apparently this isn't permanent. All right, let's just try a little bit of each of these. We need some andesite, oak saplings, and diamonds. So do I literally just chuck this in here? Just throw some... Whoa! Yikes. I didn't like that noise, but it did work. Diamonds going in there. Give me something else. Spirit attuned gems, and then this gives me a different kind of oak sapling. Okay, beautiful. Now, presumably that was important, but I think we needed a ritual type dealio here. Wait, I forget. What are we trying to do here? Occult ritual. If you put leather and a book of binding and feathers, then ritual, summon possessed phantom will always drop at least one phantom member and will kill, and it's easy to trap. So this is to summon a phantom. For one, this ritual would give me one phantom that drops one. That is kind of not... I should have read this. That doesn't seem worth it to me. We can maybe... Basically, we could just probably get it a bit sooner than waiting 3 nights. Maybe we could do what we did before and get a... one of those. I moved the spawner over there. Maybe we can get another spawner and use that to summon phantoms a bit more quickly. Yeah, let me see if I can just get to this ritual. I don't really need much more from this mod right now. If we can get the ritual and get a phantom, I might just be able to capture one and create a spawner of it. Okay, that actually wasn't too bad. I think we just got what we needed. Because the sacrificial bowl was just some of that other world material or whatever that we already got. This book was just the one we already had, plus this, which... The taboo and the purified ink and the feather was just throwing stuff in the flame, like ink and a book and a feather. So yeah, not too bad. Now we actually have an empty soul vial, so should we just try to summon this thing and then capture it in a soul vial? Because if we get it, then we know that we can put it into a spawner, and I could probably just make another one pretty easily. We should probably do it underground, right? Just in case. Although I have a feeling I'm not, because I have never done this yet, I think we might... Like it says, sacrifice a lay, bat, bee, or parrot. I don't know. We'll have to figure that part out. Let's just get this whole thing set up first. Oh, of course. Look at this. I'm just digging out an area to do this, and we run right into some Stella Arcanum. It's just the way of things. When I'm not looking for something, I'll find it. Okay, so if I just, put this stuff down. I'm sure it's not that easy, but gotta start somewhere. No valid pentacle found. What's a pentacle? So that is what it looks like, and then the book in the middle. You didn't draw a pentacle. Your pentacle is missing large parts. See the ritual section of the Dictionary of Spirits. Require pentacle to be a clickable blue link above the ritual recipe. Okay. Ritual sacrifices. Man, this is a little bit more complex than I was imagining it might be. Oh, okay, so that's just the drawing on the ground. Okay. This doesn't seem very Roman. It seems very barbarian to be doing this. Like the Druids of Britannia. We're gonna try to get chalk, and apparently I need to do these other kinds of trees. I have to eat this. Hunger, night vision, that's not what I want. I need that other thing, because then if I grow this, it's just a regular oak log. But there's a chance to get third eye or something if I keep eating these. I'm so confused. I'm not an occultist. I just want the stuff. There we go. Third eye. Quickly. Oh, I missed out. I only got one of them. That happens very quickly, but I got 5 otherworld logs. I think that's actually enough. So toss those into Spirit Fire. We've got Spirit Fire up here, assuming it's still there. It is. Hello. 1, 2, 3. And then we go bloop and bloop. That was just other stone in a furnace. And then the logs thrown into there gives us impure white chalk. And to purify it, throw it into Spirit Fire. Okay. Batui white chalk. There you go. Use it on the ground to draw pretty symbols. Okay. We'll get a chalk brush just in case we need it. And then we can head back down. This is the second night. It's already pretty close to just getting one naturally. So this might all be a waste of time, but we have to wait anyway. So do I just literally right click on the ground with this? Made the advancement use white chalk. Yes, I did. But what does that mean? Ooh, okay. I can do that. That's pretty. But I mean, did it say? I don't see anything about that here. Because then if I put that there, yeah. Rituals section of the dictionary. Oh, maybe this is it? Hadrian's lure? Which one? What did it say? Yeah, that was it. Hadrian's lure. So we have to do that. Which means I need the yellow chalk, right? Yeah, because in order to do that, see the ones in the middle? Those are yellow. The ones on the outside, those are the ones that are white. Oh boy. What? Oh, here we go. Gold dust, glowstone dust, impure white chalk. I could probably do that. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Okay, one more impure white chalk. That can be turned into impure yellow chalk. That needs to be thrown into here. And we get yellow chalk. Okay, now if we go back over here, we have to get rid of you. And we need to draw this, which is 4 yellow in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully they don't all have to be that sign because I don't know how to do that. But we just surround the outside with the white chalk now. Like this, all the way. Okay, that looks right to me. No valid pentacle found, though. Why not? Do I need candles? Okay, I found this. Hadrian's lure, we did that. We do need to get one of those. Maybe it's because that's not here yet. And I can't put this here? No. So confused. Oh, wait. Oh no, do I have to change them all to that? That doesn't seem fair that it would make me do that. I mean, I'll do it, but this is my last ditch effort. It's almost the 3rd night, and I'm pretty sure we can just get a natural spawn at this point. Okay, there we go. That's all of it. Bunch of 2s. And then the only thing that's different is these candles, but that's presumably where these need to go? The sacrificial bowls? I've got some candles, so I mean, I can just put them in there if that's going to do anything. Okay, there we go. No valid pentacle found. Still says that. How much more valid can it get? This looks pretty good to me. And I'm sure I'm missing something. For anybody familiar with this mod, I'm sure you can see what I'm doing wrong. But I am thoroughly perplexed. I even read the book. I went through the quest line. I did all this stuff. So yeah, I am perplexed. I don't know what else I can do. I really thought we had it. But I don't know. I'm just gonna, for now, we're putting all this stuff away. We're going up. We're going to see if we can catch one just naturally spawning in our empty soul vial, and we'll maybe come back to this. Let me know. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, because I'm very perplexed. I really thought we would have it, but I cannot figure that out, so we're going the other route. No worries. We'll manage. While we wait, I'll see if I can make the things that I need for another powered spawner. The moon is rising, and I think we're at the time when we can spawn phantoms. I could be wrong. Actually, while we're waiting, we might do 2 things, because we've got the empty soul vial, but there's also this mob swab, which, yes, that's fun to say. And you can get mob DNA from that, and then put it into GM chicken feed with the particular DNA, feed that to a chicken, and then I think it drops the spawn egg of that particular mob. Then it doesn't say it anywhere, but I think you can use that to make a phantom spawner as well. I don't know, just kind of, covering all my bases here. At the same time, it appears that I was wrong, and we have one more night to wait, so I think I'll use that time to prepare, let these guys keep stepping to me because they think there's something. Who are you, Borton? There we go. And yeah, I'll get everything prepared. I'll get the other spawner that we need and we'll be good to go. I just remembered, didn't we see phantoms in the end somewhere? Let's just take a look around here. Ooh, hey, this guy just spawned right behind me. What's up, man? Oh, okay. Well, all that waiting was a waste of time. There we go. Let's see if we can get a swab on one too. Ooh, I see one down there. Hey, buddy. Can I get one of those? Mob swabbed use. There we go. Wow, I can't believe we could have just come here. One more thing that you were probably just like screaming at your screen telling me to do that I did not hear. Oh boy, okay, that was, yeah, way easy. Well, let's get out of here. And then we should be able to get our GM chicken feed, and that would be, yeah, to get a phantom, I think, a phantom egg. But also we've got this filled soul vial, and we should be able to switch this spawner. No, wait, how do we do that? It had to be a broken spawner, that's right. Broken spawner, phantom, and that is going. Good. All this stuff we've been doing just to get more of this Munda Bitchir, which I still can't say, but man, I do not like that. Okay, there we go. Phantom spawner. We can now, I already made all of these things, so we can do that. We can get rid of the silverfish. We don't want that. We put the phantom in. We have a phantom powered spawner. Whew, finally. And yes, I'm realizing that this isn't really even necessary now. We could have just gone to the end and harvested them there, but it's too late for all of that. Also, I made this. We're going to see a chicken explode. Yep, I see you in there. No, your cow buddies can't protect you. Hey, no, I brought some food for you. Why are you running away? Here you go, buddy. There you go. It never gets old. But yeah, that gave us a phantom spawn egg. I don't know how to do that, but I think you can use them to make a different kind of spawner. I just wanted to do that. It wasn't necessary, but we've got it if we need it. And perfect timing, it stopped raining. So we'll put our second spawner here, put it there, and change that to redstone mode. It is currently blocked by redstone. Oh, we need power as well. There you go, bit of power. Oh, and a capacitor. There you are. Will that do what we need? Yes, it looks like it's getting energy. So presumably, we should see some phantoms showing up in a moment. No. That's clearly not what I did. Is it because they're too close? Yeah, there you go. They're spawning both of them. I gotta move that. Nope, I want your membranes. Come here. It's working. That's already 4. Okay, hopefully putting a little buffer with glass will stop the other one from turning on. And we can check that. Yes, okay, we're good. Come here, you. There we go. We're already up to 13. This works like a dream. All right, that's probably enough. We've got almost a stack. And probably once we clean up, it will be a stack. Yes, sir. 64 and 6. That should be plenty. And we can finally sleep. And all of that was simply so we could craft more of this. I hope it's worth it. And I don't even remember the reason behind that, but oh no, I do. It was for dragon scales, and that was because we needed more of this. Yeah, so we've got, let's bring all this back out so I remember what we were doing. I guess I didn't make any yet, so we need 4 of these, but we can only make 1, and that's because we need more of this, which I can now make. I need more arcane crystals. I gotta smelt that. Okay. Oh, so many steps. We're gonna get there. Down to the basement, activate the schmeltery. There we go. Now we need 12 more, I think, and we can get it. Good riddance with that. Okay, whew. Now we need 4 of these aquatic dragon scales, which please, yes, we've got it finally. Now, am I missing anything? Dragon scales, eternal stella, alloys, and unobtainium gear. I think we've got everything. Got our stellas in here, alloys in here, 4 of each, which we made in this video and last video if you're curious. Split across 2 videos. Oh, I think we're finally ready. And after all that prep, we are going to double check. I do not want to mess anything up. The whole point of this is we want to get 1 of each of these that you see here. And the reason for that is because we want the Aldamadium Alloy Paxel. In order to get that, we are going to get other things. We need the other things, but first, we need an Aldamadium Alloy Blade, pick, axe, and shovel. That's what we're working on now. And in order to get those, we need a Forbidden Arcana setup with tier 4, the dragon scales that we just created, 2 eternal stellas, and 1 of each of the alloy, and an unobtainium version of whatever we're upgrading. That should get us what we want. And I didn't mention, but it might make some of the things we've been using obsolete, or at least we won't use it as much, because it will have more attack power than Mars Exulte, the Paxel. It will be better than the unobtainium pickaxe. but we'll probably keep this anyway. This will be our Silk Touch version, and then maybe when we make this new thing, that'll be our Fortune version. But we can get rid of Jupiter's Paxil then. We'll actually probably rename the new one to Jupiter's Paxil because, I mean, Jupiter's got to have the best, right? So yes, I am very nervous about this, but I'm hoping that it just works out. So let's start with the Unobtainium Sword. I don't know if it needs to be exactly like situated this way, but let's do that just in case. So it goes silver, unobtainium, vibranium, and then golden. Silver, unobtainium, vibranium, golden. The Stellas are on the side, and then it goes first vibranium, then unobtainium. Stellas on the sides, vibranium, then unobtainium, and that should be one of each. Yes. And then aquatic dragon scale on the bottom. And there is what we wanted. It's all lit up. Ooh, man. This took so long. I am nervous. We gotta do it, though. Let's do it, citizen. It's our first bit of alloy gear. All right, let's do it. There we go. Ooh. Is it just me, or is it doing more down at the bottom? Like it's a more impressive thing. Well, it is more impressive. Here we go. Here it comes. Ooh, look at that. All-Vanadium Alloy Blade. 69 attack damage. And there's the quest. Wow, the attack speed too. I didn't notice that. 6.9 attack speed versus 4.4. So it's faster and more powerful. That is just nuts. And that gives us sharpness 9. That's not bad. Thank you very much. All right, there's no reason to pause. Let's keep going with the Unobtainium Axe. And I tried to organize these like this so that I know exactly how they should go. Hopefully I got it right. Should light up. Yeah, I did. Look at that. All right, so next up, the axe. And there it is. Beautiful. All-Vanadium Alloy Axe. There's 2 of the quests down. Efficiency 9. Nice. On to the pickaxe. There we go. Looks good. And there we go. Beautiful. It actually looks like an umbrella, which is a bit strange. But it is the second to last, which gives us Fortune 8. We're probably going to use that, actually. And that means that this is the last one, the shovel. Get all of our stuff placed down. Get that activated. And that gives us the alloy shovel. And that, citizens, is one of each, with all of the quests marked off, and we get Miner's Fervor 5. I don't actually know what that does. Sure, we'll find out, though. And that means we're very close. Got a lot of quests checked off because of that, and that's right, it's not actually the most powerful, because there's an infinitely powerful sword, apparently. But we're not doing that. We are nearing the completion with the Paxil, but one thing I'm wondering about, I'm going to give it a think, because I'm not sure if I want to do this or not. I don't know that I want to just wrap it up with that. You'll probably notice we've got a lot of incomplete ones over here, and I'm not going to use them, but I was thinking we've got the ability to make these. What if I made the Arcanist armor, the Mage armor, the Spellbook, the Mace? That might be difficult, because we need to actually make a mace with a heavy core. So either way, I was thinking maybe we go through and check all of these off, and then we can we have that one armor stand down in the first level of the tower. We could just have an armor stand for all of this like really, really good gear, and upgrade our spellbooks even further. So I'm going to give that a think. I'm also probably going to upgrade my jetpack, just because I never remembered to do that. It's still emerald, and there's no point. Actually, real quick, I was about to take a break. Let's just see if we can do that very, very quickly. Yeah, the next step is All-Vanadium, and that actually gives us more armor, which I love. And this might just be really quick. So why not? Okay, we need these things. We need those. Pretty easy. We got thrusters. There we go. There we go. All-Vanadium jetpack. And by the way, that's from 12.5 million FE to 60 million FE. And 4 to 9 armor. But I don't think we have to stop there. Wow, that's going up really fast. We can bring that up to Vibranium and go from 60 million FE and 9 armor to 120 million FE and 12 armor. So why not? There we go. Vibranium jetpack. And oh no, we're not stopping there. I'm an Imperator, I must have more. Got all of those things, and now Unobtainium. From 120 to 180, and 12 armor to 15 armor. Yes, please. And I think that's it. That's the highest, right? At least for iron jetpacks it is, yeah. That's been a long time coming. I meant to do that 100 times and never got around to it. There we go. We were never going to run out of FE before, but now we're really never going to run out of FE. I made a fancy floor while I was thinking about it. And the answer is yes. I think we're going to make more armor stands. I see a loose... Yeah, how'd you get over here? Not allowed. And how... I turned that off. Why is it all on? None. It says they're off. Okay, that's weird. Just haunted around here. There's just ghost spirits all over the place. Somebody call Scooby-Doo. Or no, call Velma. Nerds are cute. Okay, that's cleaned up. And we were saying armor stands. And how many can we expect to have? Should we make another unobtainium set? Just so we could have all three along with, well, then it wouldn't be symmetrical. I kind of like the idea of having it symmetrical. Something like that. Let's just start with these ones, Mage Armor and Arcanist Armor, and we're just going to go up through the ranks like we did with everything else. Then we can definitely upgrade our spell book. The only one that would be left is this mace. We might have to look into that. I've never found a mace, not at all. Like in the hardcore world, I tried, and we never found one. So this would be the first time if we were able to do it. Okay, either way, let's start with this. Comes with mana boost, regen, and spell power for the Ars spells. There you go. Just in case we ever wanted to. And that is by, how do we do this? Most of them are just changing the hat itself, but it looks like the one that isn't, Pyromancer, Geomancer, some kind of Mancer's hat with the Aldemodium upgrade. I mean, I like Pyromancer, that sounds fun. So we gotta do some Ars stuff for this. Fire Essence, Netherite Ingot, Mark of Mastery, what is that? And Arcanist's hat. Okay, there's a few steps. There's a few steps here. And Arcanist's hat is Iron Helmet with Mage Bloom. So we have to start all the way at the beginning. We need Arcanist's gear, I'm guessing. Let's just double check that. So that was the hat. If we look at the robes, yeah, you need Pyromancer. In order to get that, you need Arcanist or Battle Mage robes or some kind of robes. Yeah, so you just need like tier 1 gear, basically, full set. So let's start there. And actually, that's what you could find. Remember that structure I said came with some Ars stuff? That's what you'd be able to find there. Do we try to find it or do we craft it? What are those things called, those towers? Because I could just probably use the compass to find them. Arcane Library, I think that's it. Oh geez, 5,000 blocks away? Not found. Oh geez, wait, what if let's go far away. Try again, Arcane Library. Not found. Do they just not exist? Wait a minute. Am I thinking of the wrong thing? Is it Nexus Tower? All right, we've got one of those. All right, let's just check what that is. It would be much easier if we could just find this whole set and not have to make it, but we'll probably end up doing that anyway. Oh geez, there's ghosts all over the place over here. We should have been here looking for them. Man, it's like everything where we can't find it or we spend a ton of time looking for it and then finally find it. We just run into them naturally. Yeah, they're all over the place here. Definitely not required to be in a dark forest. Yeah, it is a Nexus Tower. Okay, so this is actually what we were supposed to be looking for, is the Nexus Tower. And then we hope that there's something in the middle of it. But so far, that has not been the case. And once again, is not the case. I really hope I'm not wrong about this. Well, either way, let's find another one. Alright, here's another one. You'd think at some point our luck would have to hold out. Since I've started this world, I think I've found like 8 of these. Still nothing. And still nothing. Having terrible luck. And actually, there's one of these over here I kind of forgot. Well, first of all, it seems to be... Oh, there we go. Got some useful stuff in here. We'll use the Codex entry. Oh, wow. This is pretty good. We might actually replace our shield with this. But anyway, they also have these warp scrolls. And you can just right button to teleport. And you just kind of go somewhere random. That might actually help us. So first of all, let's grab that. We've got filter player, fun stuff, but I've never used one of these, and we're just trying to find more of these. So why don't we use it? And wish me luck. I have no idea if this is dangerous or not, but we're going to right click on that. Where am I? Oh, wait a minute. No, it literally just, yeah. We were right over there. It just warped us to this. Well, that was helpful. I think I have more of those. Would it do the same thing every time? So if I pull one of these out of my inventory and do it again, am I just going to get sent back to there? Oh, no, it won't. Where am I now? By a pyramid. Neat. I think I've been here before. I mean, the map is revealed, so I must have been, but okay. Be a fun way to kind of just warp around, I guess. Also, what's inside here? An ancient tomb. Whoa, I just got mining fatigue. Hey, this place is huge. Hey, buddy, what do we have here? Buttons? I love buttons. Whoa, ah! Did I knock that down? Essence of Undeath. Okay, neat. How about more buttons? I like pressing buttons. Something opened and closed. Okay, we're attracting quite a lot of attention from these guys. No thank you, no thank you. I need milk. Get out of here, I'm trying to drink milk. Strong bones. Drink that. get rid of these quickly. No! Okay, so it's going to be kind of impossible to get rid of these spawners then. Let's just keep pressing buttons. I want to know what these do. I don't like it here. Everybody's so mean to me and they won't let me mine anything. I wish I knew what was opening here. Hey, but I'm not seeing anything. 4 to 3, 1 to 3, 4 to 2, 1 to 4. What? Ah, no! Help! Help me! Help me! Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I think we're gonna get out of here. This is just trap amongst trap. Yep, I'm sure there's some kind of thing to be done here, but not by me, not today. Let's get another warp scroll, drink another milk, or wait a minute. No, that's already almost gone. Never mind. And I definitely just set off a trap there. Oh well. I knew it was trapped too. I just kind of wanted to see if I could escape in time, which I did. I'm just that good. Now, let's, whoa, that's kind of crazy, isn't it? Whoa, it's another nutso biome. The Dead Sea. That is pretty cool. Let's say one more. I don't want to spend too much time on this. So if we find one more, which it looks like this will be a new one, and then we don't find what we need, we're going to head home and we're just going to make it. Which means we actually don't need this warp scroll. Also, there's another one right here. I will take it. Got some good stuff from there. Cool, cool. We'll learn what we can. Filter, not aquatic, and ray. Good. And it looks like this is what we were here for. And is there a warp stone? I don't see one. I was going to say just in case I wanted to come back. Okay, never mind. Please, please, please. Everybody cross your fingers. Man, my bad luck is just uncanny. I can't believe with the amount that we found, we haven't... maybe I'm wrong. Let me know. Am I wrong, citizen? Does this not have the ability to spawn like a room inside it? I've been wrong before. It could be me. I don't know. But I'm officially out of patience, so we are going to head home. And once we get there, I've never used anything with sockets, and I actually don't know how to do it, but this shield is pretty good. We don't have anything on our regular one, so maybe as a real quick side note to what we were working on, let's get a new mending unbreaking book. There we go. And then I've got all of these different gems. It looks like it has 2 sockets, 2 empty sockets. Ooh, this one said shields plus 20% max health. Is that like for real? Because my max health is already huge. This one is plus 20% armor, plus 22.5% armor toughness. Wow. Blocking an attack heals you for 25% of the damage. That's like really good. These are all... why haven't I been doing this either? There's so much I'm missing out on. Wow, 30% to armor toughness. Let's take a look at that one. I mean, it's not surprising. There's just so much in this mod pack. You're gonna miss something. All right, I've looked through a bunch of these, and it's either 30% to armor toughness, 20% to armor, and or 20% to max health. I think we're gonna do max health and toughness. So we can put this one back. The only problem is, how do you apply it? I have no idea. Is it just like you put it in here and no, that would be too easy. Here we go. Usage. No. Smithing table. I figured that would be it. I knew. You can't prove that I didn't know, Augustus. Okay, so first of all, we need to throw that on there. Keeps everything, which is good. And it just like, it reflects everything back at anybody attacking, which is super cool. Then it also adds to armor, knockback resistance, and luck. So we'll get mending and unbreaking on there. That's good. And then if we put this here, that gives me plus 20% to max health, which is like super awesome. And one more socket. That's going to be 30% to armor toughness. So right now we've got 2 green hearts. I want to see if this is true. If we do that, it totally is going up. We're getting more health. Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, we should have been looking at sockets earlier than this. Wow. Okay, well, live and learn. And we need to be up here because I need to do some research and figure out what to do. And actually, we're going to take these source jars. We'll refill all of these. And then we'll start making some of the things that we are going to need to make the armor that will be upgradable for us. Why don't we do the Arcanists set? That seems like a good place to start. And for that, we're going to need Mage Bloom fiber. And Mage Bloom is grown from seeds crafted using the enchanting apparatus. Mage Bloom seed. There we go. That is a seed with 4 source gems. Easy enough. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a seed in the middle. I assume that's it. That's right. I could go into sound design, and I think we only need 4 of them. Is that right? We'll find out. Let's just make 4. Okay, we've got 4 of those. I got out Cleopatra. Let's go plant them. Oh, it auto-planted them. Did it always do that? Okay, apparently if you have the gems right next to it, it's not working. Do I need water? I don't actually know how to grow these things. Let's see if we can bone meal. Looks like we can. They actually regrow. I didn't think they would. Okay, well, let's get a bunch then. And yeah, we just need 4 per thing, and this makes 4. So if we get 16 Mage Bloom fiber, and then we just need iron of each thing, right? Yeah, so far so easy. Get boots, get leggings, full set, there we go. We surround the outside with the fibers, put the item in the middle, and we should be good. Yeah, look at that. Arcanist's hat. Let's get a full set. And there we go, last one. Thank you. And that is a full set. And I mean, we gotta probably try it on, right? In the safety of our home, we can. I wouldn't wear this stuff out, though. You're a wizard, Legion. Look at that. Looking very, arcane, very magical. But I prefer my legionary gear. Or, laser tag gear. Okay, now, the point of that was, I believe, to get any kind of tier 4 armor. Actually, how do I up the tiers on these? Because this says I need a tier 3. What I just made is tier 1. Or does it matter? Wait, yeah, here we go. Magic upgrade. You need to upgrade it with blaze rods to 2, and then pearl and chorus fruit to 3. Okay, so it takes a few steps. We're used to that by now. So I will get to upgrading, and I'll let you know when we get there. Should be pretty easy though. And we're on our way to tier 3. And this is the last piece for that, so that should be tier 3, 3, 3, 3, yep. And finally, we chose Pyromancer stuff for our tier 4, and that is Fire Essence, Netherite Ingot, Mark of Mastery. That I don't know what it is. Oh, yikes. Do I need to defeat the Wilden Chimera 4 times for this? Oh no, you get 5. Because I think I already used that for my spellbook, didn't I? I'm guessing I need that for all of them, don't I? Yeah, I do. And we're sure that I need this? I'm feeling real lazy. Yeah, it has to be tier 4. Alright, it looks like we're taking on another Wilden Chimera, which I already forgot how to do. Ars Nouveau, Summon Wilden, Tablet of Summon Wilden, we can make one of those. Ritual Brazier, I think it's that, and then I think it was... We need a spike, a horn, and a wing. Spike, a horn, and a wing. Yeah, we're good to go. Oh, I already had one of these, apparently. Okay. Whatever. Augustus, you stay here. This is going to be dangerous. But not for me. Head back out to where we did it before. And no need to be fancy this time. Put that down there. I think, was it just right-click? Yeah. And then we go patooey, patooey, patooey. And that should do it. But yeah, I think last time we tried to mess around with spells and stuff. This time we're just going straight in with Mars Exulte to make this quick. Alright, bring it on. There you are, hey big fella. And let's see how quickly we can do this. Goodbye, goodbye, whoa, goodbye. Ooh, you are just as pretty as first time. You keep upgrading, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. Poor puppy dogs. Okay, there we go. Think this is what we needed. Lovely, let's head home. I took all of like 2 seconds. I'm back, Augustus. All right, now, the point of that was to get the Mark of Mastery, which I think I just need 1 of each type of essence, which I do not have. I have a lot of them, but not every last one. Should be simple enough to get each one though, I'm assuming. I don't think I've made this one before, but it's the Anima Essence. Wither Skull, Bone Meal, Golden Apple, Source Gem. That gives us the Anima Essence, which apparently is what we need. Oh, we might need to head back where we were making all those Starbunkles because we need a token from one by giving it a gold nugget. Okay. And those were where? I think Dark Forest. Oh yeah, it's still busy around here. Starbuncle, you're a Drigme. I think it's you over there. Come here. Hey, give me a token. Take my gold nuggets. Give me a token. Okay, that guy doesn't want to play ball. Somebody take my... Hey, you. Come here. Take the gold. Do I need to not have the shield on? Come here. Take this gold. Take the gold nugget. Oh, wait. Do I have to throw it at you? Here. Yeah, I've got to throw it, don't I? Did he do it? There we go. He gave me a gift. What's in the gift? Potion of mana regeneration. That's not what I wanted at all. But thank you. Let's find another one. There's one. Come here. Take the gold. Yes, there we go. Hey, that's what we wanted. Got some Starbuncle tokens. Nice. May as well grab a few more while we're here. There we go. And how about you, fella? You want some? Oh, you know you do. Bloop. There we go. All right, we're up to 6. That should be good. Head on back. So, horn, token, book. All those together with our powers combined, we get our conjuration essence. Where did I get that? Maybe one of those little dudes dropped it for me. Unlocked cut. Okay. What's next? Last one, manipulation essence. Stone, redstone, clock. Easy stuff. Throw that in the middle, and we've got manipulation essence being crafted. There we go. Beautiful. I think we're all set. I almost wish it didn't bother me not having all of this stuff complete in the quest line because I don't really intend to use this. Maybe in the future I will, who knows, but all of this just to have it on an armor stand. But I will get a nice little check mark right next to everything, and that's good. Anyway, what were we doing? So that in the middle, all the things all the way around. Everybody happy? Just do kind of like this. I think I had them all in order, but who knows? I don't even know if it needs to be in the right order. Better work though, these things are not cheap. Wilden, wait, that was it, right? Yes. Wilden Tribute in the middle, and... Ooh, so fancy. There we go. 5 of them. Good, so we only have to do that one time. Now, I just need to grab a few more things, and then we shall be ready for the final upgrade before the Aldemadium one. I think that's everything we need right there. So we want the Mark of Mastery, the Netherite Ingot, 2 Fire Essence, and then a Tier 3 bit of armor in the middle. And we should get some Pyromancer gear from this. And yes, Pyromancer's hat. Alright, awesome. Now we just do that to the rest. Last piece here. There we are. And once again, I've got to try them on. Ooh, makes a fiery noise. Pyromancer Legion. Whoa. I do like the look of that. I think that's pretty cool. If I wasn't like 100% sure that I would immediately die because there's so little armor, then I might even wear it. But not right now. I must be beefy. I mean, actually, I kind of forgot about the cosmetic thing. I could do this. I completely forgot about that. I'm still wearing my super crazy awesome armor, but it looks like I'm wearing this. I could do that. I totally forgot about that. But I can't now anyway, because we have to upgrade all of that. Still, that is an option. Okay, so really all we have to do now is upgrade it to Aldemadium. All right, so let's get our upgrades, our ingots. Let's also duplicate this a few more times just to be safe. And now we should be able to get ourselves some Aldemadium Arcanist gear, which is exactly what we wanted to do. And I mean, that's not bad at all. It brings up your spell power, your armor toughness, mana regen, and max mana. All of it does. That's like really, really good if you are focusing on spells. And that is 2 now that are checked off of the Aldemadium gear. And we will go up and do the Vibranium, the Unobtainium. That'll be really easy. But what does it take to get this stuff, the other type of mage armor? You need a mask of some kind. All the wizard gear. By chance, do I have any of those already? It doesn't look like it. Let's see if we can get it somehow. I thought I did find some of these things, like Archivoker hat. What does it take to do that? Arcane Cloth, Evocation Rune? Arcane Cloth is easy to make. I've got a ton of this essence. The rune, also easy to make. Okay, hold on. Can I make these, like, right now? How much of this cloth can I make? A ton. So hopefully we'll be good with that. I apparently already have an evocation rune because it's allowing me to make the Archivoker hat. Archivoker coat. How did I get all these evocation runes? Must have been when I was taking on evokers. Well, look at that, citizen. We might just be able to get this right now. Full set. That was so easy. And then all we have to do is upgrade it. Wow. This one definitely took a lot less time, which I'm not going to complain about. Just double check. Yeah, look at that. Aldemadium mage hat. Almost immediately get this full set. Leggings, blah, blah, blah. All of these. We got it. We are the jealousy of all mages, all over the earth. Everywhere. Also, while I was looking at this, I realized we never went to the Beyond. It said there's nothing there, that's probably why, but we should go there just to get that quest taken care of. I don't know what an angel block is. But since we're here, we may as well just do these upgrades. Because, yeah, it should just be exactly what we've already done. Okay, easy stuff. 8 of each, and we are going to need to make more. There we go, 8 of each. And away we go. Vibranium. Vibranium for everybody. I'm not losing my mind. What are you talking about, citizen? And that should have given us these. Just got to make sure before we move on. And we're all good. Now we go through and get the Unobtainium version of everything. Boom, boom. There it is. That's everything. We can check these off, and finally, those can stop bothering me that there's not check marks on everything. And actually, do I like the look of some of these more than what I have? I don't, because now I want them on those armor stands. I don't think I would do this. Yeah, I mean, they look pretty cool, but not enough to not put them on an armor stand. They look actually pretty similar to what I'm already wearing, which makes sense. It's the same material. Anywho, we can now put it on these and have mage gear proudly displayed alongside our refined obsidian. Nice. That is quite accomplished. Now, as far as the other thing, I think all we have to do is go to the end. Yeah, and put a teleporter pad there. Okay, here we go. Oh, hey, buddy. We're just gonna do that. Get ourselves a new waystone. Pretty sure you can't have a shield on when you do this, so you have to stand here, right-click the teleporter pad, and we are in the beyond. Which, did they mean literally there's nothing here? Okay, this could be a problem. How am I going to place down my waystone? It's a really good thing we had the, they meant literally nothing. There's not even any ground? This isn't good. Oh, okay. There's a pad here. Oh my goodness. That would have been really bad. There's one spot to stand here. Ancient polished stone. Okay, jeez. That scared me. That would have been the world right there. Let's put down a couple extra blocks. I can't believe, I thought it meant like it would just be, you know, like a blank terrain or something. I didn't know they meant literally. It's just an empty place. Okay, so we have it. We've got this angel block, whatever that does. We've got a waystone here. We're going home. That terrified me. Imagine if that was the way we lost the world. Just a big joke from the mod makers. Okay, we are getting there. I think I just need to upgrade our spell books and then see if we can find a, whatchamacallit, a mace. I remember there was something weird about the spell books. Was it this one that allows me to get the achievements, or did it have to be something else? I don't remember. Let's see if I get something for this. No, I don't think I did. So it's not that. Okay, even so, we should still probably just get this all the way up. Well, what did I do with the other one then? Because I'm not seeing another spellbook, but it says that I made it. I remember making it. All the Modium spellbook, and it's apparently missing. I am confused. Maybe I turned it into my other spellbook somehow? I don't know. I remember doing this, getting the lightning in a bottle and everything. Did I leave it in a chest somewhere, or it's not in my backpack? I have literally no idea. And the only problem is, if I wanted to make another one, I need another ruined book, which you can't craft. You have to find it in Ancient Cities, it looks like. So we can go check, but that could be a problem. Oh wait, you stay here. We'll go back here, and I guess I must have found one at some point, but used it. And I'm just honestly not afraid of the warden anymore in this, so let's just go nuts, see what we find. It looks like I did a decent amount of looting already, because I'm not seeing a lot of chests that haven't been looted already. Here's one. Gimme, 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 gimme. So far, no ruined books. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, that's, most of them. I think there's one more over here. Where did it go? Yeah, right here. And no. Got a bunch of stuff and new armor trim, but no ruined book. Found in likewise skulk-infested cities. That's the only thing that can mean, right? Ooh, something up here. Hello. I doubt this counts. I think that's everything, and no such luck. So what do we do? I'm perplexed. Well, here's one more. This will awake the warden, but we'll check. Nope, nothing that we want. Hey, big fella, you wouldn't drop one for us, would you? Like if I decided we could just get rid of you and hope for the best? There he goes. Yeah, nada. Man, that stinks. Where could it be? I know that we made one. Oh, wow. There's a wandering... I just got back. There's a wandering trader here. He's straight up selling beacons. I mean, I'll take some beacons. Why not? I could also make some, but... I'm a little bit lazy for that. Oh, I can only get one. Well, I guess I'm going to have a think because I am perplexed. I have literally no idea what happened to that book or where it could be. I really hope I'm not missing something obvious. Like, you know, when we made it, I mentioned something and said like, oh, I'm going to put it right here. I'll never forget that it's there. And then obviously did. So I don't know. I'm going to think about it for a few minutes. We'll decide if it's basically going to be, do we want to keep looking, find a way to get a new one, and then build our way through this? Or technically, we could just go and try to find the mace as well. That might not hurt. Either way, I'll let you know shortly. I'm an absent-minded doofus dingus. How many of you out there were watching and, watching me try to figure out this thing with the spellbook and saying, obviously, not loud enough, look at your hip. Just look at your hip. Because the one in the inventory, I'm holding it in my hand. That is the Ars Nouveau spellbook. The one we're looking for is the Irons spellbook. So yeah, you see that? You see that little orange goldy thing right there on my hip? The one that I must have been in my vision this whole time. That's right here. If you go into all of your kind of curio type slots, I put it here. I completely forgot about that. I don't use it. I haven't been using the irons spells at all. So it's just like a cosmetic thing. And I put it in this spellbook slot here just because I thought it looked cool. I completely forgot. And you saw all that happening and you let it happen. You didn't tell me. One of these days, citizen, we're going to have harsh words, you and I. But now that we've worked that out, I can actually go through and do this. We could get the Vibranium sort of quest checked off and the Unobtainium one checked off, which means we're really, really close. So, once again, the Allthemodium spellbook. That's the one we got before. All we need to do is get it up to Vibranium, and then I don't remember if we ever figured out, does that actually give us max mana or extra mana by having it in the slot, the spellbook slot? I don't remember, but it should, hopefully, maybe. But there's the one. We can... Aw, we get no rewards for that. I didn't want any rewards anyway. So there we go. Last one. And same thing, no rewards. But whatever, we've got those checked off. I'm happy. It does mean there's only one thing left, and that's the mace. So I say we grab that. That way, once we wrap up, we do the mace, the mace, the mace. The only thing left is the Paxel, and then we will have 100%ed Chapter 2. Which pleases me. All right, back into this slot so I can forget about it again and just completely mess up later if I need it. Especially now that it blends into my pants. You can't even see it now. You see that? It used to stand out. Now it's just exactly the same. Oh, my mana is going up on the right side, but I don't think that's ours mana, which is the only one we use. Anyway, doesn't matter. We have one Ominous Bottle. I think we can get more in Trial Chambers. Because, like I said, I've never gotten a mace before, but I think the way it works, and there's a trial chamber down there. I'm pretty sure we need to head down there. We need to drink an ominous bottle because that gives us some kind of trial chamber effect. Then we get a special key from that. We open it up, and then we have a chance of getting what we need for the mace. So I know what I'm going to be doing for a while. For some reason, every time I exit the game and then come back in, these powered spawners are on, even though I left them off. And I have to like turn them on and off again to get it to turn off. So there's just things everywhere now. That's kind of annoying. It is kind of strange though with the jetpack, and I apparently am wearing something that gives me that dolphin speed effect. I just zoom around on the water, which is insane. Look at how fast I'm going. Okay, distractions aside, let's head down. And hopefully Fortuna is with us for this one because I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I mean, I just can't do it. This is the last thing on here. I can't leave it, not have it, and just pretend like we cleared all of it. Can't do it. All right, so here we are. And I think what we want to do, I don't think I got any of the like special omen keys yet, did I? I can't really remember. But we're about to find out. Let's drink this. We got Trial Omen now for 9 minutes, and we just have to defeat a bunch of these guys and hope that it gives us the key that we're looking for. Because that's one of them right there. That's what we need. Why did it have to be slime? And by the way, I would use my spells in here, but I'm a little bit worried about destroying these spawners, and I need them because they spit out the keys, so that's why I'm doing it the kind of slower way. Okay, that one just spit a couple things out. I don't think it was what we needed. All right, this is super annoying. And I think I got a lot of nothing out of that. Let's keep going. Gotta get as much out of this as possible while we still have this effect active. Oh, hello, boys. I'm grateful that you're not slimes. Much easier to manage. Goodbye, goodbye, farewell. All right, what do we got? Ooh, we got one. Ominous trial key. That's what we want. Let's get some more. Beautiful. Actually, there's one right here. Should we try it? Should we try to open one? I don't like the odds of getting it on our first chance, but you never know. Ominous trial key and one of these boys right here. Revolting. And I'm not seeing what we want, but please, 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 please. Keep going, keep going. No! Good stuff, I'm sure, but yeah, not what we wanted. All right, we keep going. I need more spawners. Here we go. Here's another room right here, and I'm just gonna stand right in the middle. Oh, no, I'm not. I need to get those guys. Oh, and slime. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh, those guys are so annoying. There we go. I think that was one of them. And nothing. Where's the last guy for this? Where'd they go? Hello? I don't know. That's frustrating. I can't find the guy for this. Should be a breeze around here somewhere. I'm destroying everything, and I'm still not seeing a breeze, which makes me think it doesn't exist. I've only got 5 seconds of Trial Omen left, so I don't think this is going to work. There you are. Unbelievable, those guys. There we go. Anything? Nope. All right, so at this point, I think I now need to go and do some other ones with the express purpose of getting more bottles of ominous whatever. Ominous bottles. That's what I was trying to say. Once we get those, we can do it again. So I'll work on it. I'll let you know when we've got our next Ominous Trial, which is the one that we want. There we go. Just saw one come out of there. Yep. Man, another really good shield. We've been finding really good shields, but I'm not going to do that because we just enchanted the one. All right, now we just need to find new spawners to activate. Ooh, also bear in mind there's one of these here, so we need to come back to that. I'm pretty sure that these recharge. Yeah, cooldown 20 minutes. So once all of these recharge, we can drink this and try again. Or just go to a brand new trial chamber, because we might need to do that anyway. May as well get more keys while we're here too. Quite the renovation? What is this? That's a Dragonborn? Find an upgraded monster room. This was just underneath the trial chamber. I saw a boss down here. Ooh, another seeker bow. Neato. There we go. Couple extra trial keys. We might be able to get more bottles just to be safe. Do you have anything for me? Not really what I wanted. Also, no, there's one. Good. All right, we're up to 2. And that one just ate my key and didn't give me anything. That's fun. All right, we are trying this again. Bring it. Ooh, we got one from here. There we go. Oh, no, wait, we got another one? We got 2 in a row. Oh, gross. Look at me. We did get 2, though. That's awesome. And there's one right over here. We may as well use it. Or is this the one? No, we didn't do this one yet. Okay, let's give it a try. Please, 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 please. No. It's a lot of stuff. I don't think any of that. Oh, wait, is that it? Oh, it was a block of iron. It fooled me. All right, we got to keep moving. Got a couple more here. Not what we want. And not what we want. Potatoes. Nice. Wonderful. Ooh, there's another one here. I think I've opened that one already. Never mind. Let's see what we got here. There we go. That's what we want. Having decent luck getting those, just not getting the actual, whatchamacallit. Is it a heavy core? Is that what it's called? Let's see if this one is going to be lucky. So far, so nope. Nope. Nothing there. Oh, okay. Looks like we're starting again. There we go. Nice. Do you have anything for me? Oh, another bad omen bottle. Looks like a, whatchamacallit, armor trim. Yeah, flow armor trim. Still not what we want. Any more keys? No. Hey, there's another one. Yeah, plenty of these keys, which is great, but it's possible that I've opened all the vaults too. Yeah, I think I might have cleaned this one out. We might have to find a new one. Yep, we've got 3 minutes 23 left, but this place is tapped. We need to find a new one. I think I've got a bit of a grind ahead of me. So I'll bring you in if we find anything special, but you kind of know the drill. We're just going to be using the Explorer's Compass. That'll help me find new trial chambers, and we'll just keep doing more of the same till we get a heavy core, which is what we need to make a mace. So I will see you soon, citizen. Wait, I think that's it. Please let that be it. Oh, I'm so sick of doing this. Yes. Oh, that took a long time. I mean, it was only 2 trial chambers, but I don't know how many of these I went through. It had to be a lot. Oh, we're done. I mean, I'm going to try to just run around and see if I can spend these keys just because I've got them. So if there's any other vaults, we'll take it. Or spiders that need to be taught a lesson, I guess. All right, give me a minute, citizen. I'll wrap up here and then we'll head back. All right, we're back, Augustus. I'm going to keep the keys. There was no other vaults there. I'm not going to go searching for another one. We don't need to now, but we'll have them if we need them. I also found a trident. That's kind of cool. Probably makes sense to start using more item frames. Finding all this cool stuff that I'm probably not going to use, I should just keep it around here. But anyway, just to double check, we want the Aldemadium mace. Pretty sure I could guess what we have to do, but just in case, yeah, we get a mace, we do the typical upgrade, except this time it takes a block. Wow, okay, so a bit different. Goes from 6 attack damage to 13, so it almost doubles. Not bad. But like I said, this is the first time we've ever made a mace on the channel. I have never had the ability to do this because this heavy core is so difficult to get. But once you have it, not bad. Breeze rod, heavy core, that gives us our mace. Really? No achievement for that? I thought that would be an achievement. Oh well, let's upgrade it. Okay, so we want a block. We want to throw it in here with the upgrade, and there it is. Aldemadium mace. And that, ladies and gentlemen, should be our quest. Very good. On to the vibranium, which, yeah, also takes a block. It's getting expensive, citizens. And if I had to guess, I'd say we probably are going to need a block of this as well, so we may as well grab it while we're here. Put in the vibranium stuff. There we go. Vibranium mace. Get our quest completed. Thank you. And finally, the penultimate quest for Chapter 2 of all the mods. Unobtainium Mace. Quest completed. There it is. And just to double check myself, starting from the beginning, I'm looking through everything here. Checked off, all good. That is everything complete except for the Aldamadium Alloy Paxel. We're so close! This thing's gotta be nuts, right? The mace? Ooh, look at that. I look, impressive. For now, I'm gonna put it right here, but we should probably find a reason to, destroy something with that. I just don't have any ideas currently, so we're gonna display it proudly. And does that mean the only thing left to do is to create the Paxel? I'm, nervous. It's been building up to it so long. I was distracted because we have visitors, but look at this. This is hilarious. With my new shield, all I have to do is block. They take damage, and I think they get poisoned or something, but after a couple times of them just desperately trying to attack a legionary, they do themselves in, citizen. It's kind of pitiful. Oh, poor morons. Anyway, fortunately, this has been filling the whole time, so a lot of this is full. Even if it's not, I don't think we'll need more than this. I've been letting the blood continue to go up. But one important thing to remember, we don't have these pieces yet. We need a smelter prism, a Terra Stomp prism, a whirlwind prism, and a sea prism. I have no idea how to make these. Oh, we also need an awakened supremium Paxel. Fortunately, that's mystical agriculture, so we should be prepared for it. But still, that's a good note. I didn't really think about that, so hopefully not too terrible to make, but we are getting so close. We've got most of what we need, at least I hope. So, let's look into this. Yeah, this isn't terrible. So, to make the smelter prism, we need a arcane crystal block, 2 pieces of coal, and blaze powder. Not terrible. So, arcane crystal block in the middle, 2 coal, and 4 blaze powder. There we go. It likes it. We shall give it a gong, and that gives us our smelter prism. Good. Which apparently is also something for the Aldamad star? Oh yeah, there it is. Look at that. Next up, we need block of diamond, flint, dripstone block, and dripstone. That is easy enough. Diamond block, flint, dripstone, pointed dripstone. Beautiful. There's our Terra Stomp prison, which is a fun name. Next up, whirlwind prism. Oh good, we needed phantom membrane for this anyway, so wool, phantom membrane, feather, batwing. Ooh, I only have 1 batwing. I don't even know where I got it, but that was lucky. Also, that's starting to annoy me. I think we're turning that off. We should be fine. Okay, white wool, batwing, 2 feathers, 3 phantom membrane. Lovely. There it is, our whirlwind prism. Oh yeah. And last but not least, I really hope I have a Heart of the Sea to make a sea prism. So Heart of the Sea, lapis, turtle scute, prismarine shard. I have 1 turtle scute, I need 2, so we'll have to figure that out. I do not have a Heart of the Sea. Uh-oh. Okay, so I need a Heart of the Sea and 1 more turtle scute, which I don't have that in mystical agriculture. That would have been nice. Shouldn't be a problem. I think we just need to breed turtles and then we get this. Is that right? I can't really remember. We'll figure that out though. The Heart of the Sea, that's a bit more difficult, isn't it? I mean, not for a brave adventurer such as us. And actually, oh, you can craft it and I have everything except squid essence. This might be doable? Well, either way, we need to go find some turtles. We'll just see if we run into one magically somehow. If not, we can get some squid essence. Squid seeds, yeah, that should be doable. Okay, yeah, we'll figure it out. Put these in here for now, and go on an adventure. Where would I be if I was a turtle? I do believe we are going to want to find a beach. We also need some seagrass, so we may as well just grab that while we're here. Get a few of these. Oh, I'm gonna need those squid too. May as well grab those. Hello, friends. I would like your ink, please. Thank you. Ooh, squid beak. Tentacle. Yucky. Ooh, speaking of yucky, no thanks. And this looks like our beach. Do we have any turtles? Hello? Turtles? Where are you? I need to breed you. That's a lot creepier than it's intended to be. Da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, that could have been intimidating, but I'm a little bit beefy, shark. Alright, I'm not seeing any turtles here. We might have to find a different one. Let's head up here. Hello, turtles. Usually it's not that difficult to find turtles. Why are they being so shy today? I have an idea, but we need to head home real quick. Let's use the handy dandy teleporter dealio. Portal gun, that's what I meant. And then we want to head to the dark forest, and then I'm hoping I can silk touch this. I can. There we go. We got 5 delightful dirt. Let's head back. Then you probably see where I'm going with this. However, if turtles spawn in beach biomes, and this spawns more creature mobs, will I be able to put it down right here and spawn us some turtles? That is my thought. Hey, it worked. Hello, Mr. Turtle. I'm so smart. We are going to need 2 of you, though, so everybody keep moving off the dirt. Make space, make room. Got a little crab there. And, hey, don't go anywhere. I'm going to need you in a second. Hold on. All right, just keep an eye on him. We need 1 more. Come on. No, not a crab. Hey, there we go. We got 2. All right. Why don't you both follow me over here? Because we need some baby turtles, and then I think when they grow up, that gives us the scute that we will need. And I actually don't know if you need to be right next to the water. Let's just try it here. Here you go. You 2 have some of that. You go smoochy kiss right in front of the Drigme. Hey, get out of here. It's pushing them apart. Why do you hate love, Drigme? Are they, did it work? Did the Drigme ruin it? I think the Drigme ruined it. Now they're just kind of freaking out and they're not doing anything. And for that, you must be executed. No Drigme is safe. All right, I guess I'm waiting 4 minutes then. We'll go shark hunting while we're waiting, just in case they get a taste for turtle. Okay, I just got rid of some guys and it looks like, are you actually gonna lay eggs? It's been a while and you just like deciding it makes sense to do it now? No, you're not? Where are you going? What's going on? Are you gonna make eggs or not? Oh, there we go. 50 seconds left till the next one. You finally decide to lay a couple, huh? All right, well, we'll get more just in case. Whatever the mechanics are for these guys putting down eggs is very strange. I've had trouble with this in the past. All right, let's see if we can get a bit more. Yeah, see, they just like freak out in the sand and then nothing happens. Are you all right, dude? She's like, just freaking out, throwing sand everywhere. There we go. All right, he laid those. I actually don't want to wait here. I think we're going to take him home. We'll find a place to put him down there, and then we can work on other things while they hatch, and we don't have to worry about, you know, coming back and making sure that we're not missing it. So thank you for your service, turtles. These are coming with us. We're heading home. And then why don't we make a little spot next to our sniffer? There we go. Shouldn't be able to get out of there. We'll plant a few there. That should give us what we need. We'll leave that for now. I'm going to save 2 of them. And in the meantime, we can work on getting the Heart of the Sea, which to me, it does just seem easiest to get this squid essence through the seeds. So I'm going to do that. I'll let you know when I've got that, citizen. There you go, squid seeds acquired. And we're probably running into a similar issue with the storage, so I'm going to have to alter those things again. Yeah, this one's full. It has squid essence. We don't want that. We want to put it on this one because it's not full. There we go. Put them back in. And now we're getting it added to the storage network. Okay, that was the final thing we needed for this. So we can now use diamond essence, prismarine essence, squid essence, and a nautilus shell to get a Heart of the Sea. Now we just need our turtles to grow up. And hatch, actually. And that's going to take a while. So I'm going to do a little bit of waiting and probably look into that other thing that we needed, which was this, the Awakened Supremium Paxel. I'm going to take a look at that, and I'll let you know if I run into any issues. I'm sure I will. Quick update for you, citizen. The eggs over here are beginning to hatch, so good there. However, while I was waiting, I looked into this thing we're going to need, Awakened Supremium Paxel. And I saw this thing called Awakening, and we did Mystical Agriculture. I don't know what Awakening is, or I didn't. And as it turns out, we did everything around here all the way on the top, but if you scroll down, I completely missed this. There's a whole process called Awakening, and new types of altars, and pedestals, and essence vessels, and all this different stuff. I didn't do any of that, and I need to. So I'm going to start looking into that. It's going to take me a while, I think. And since we already did an entire video on Mystical Agriculture, I'll probably cut this into more of a montage kind of thing. What happened was I was waiting anyway. I saw that was going to take a while, so I went and I made myself a salami sandwich. I've got that here. I kind of want to just eat it and not have to talk a bunch and work on this. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But I wanted to let you know what was going on with that. We're going to hopefully keep those growing if we're over here working. And I'm going to work on getting this updated to that new type of whatever awakening type thing that we need. And then I'll bring you back in so I can show you the new setup, and hopefully we can get that Paxel that we need for the whole goal of this video, which is finally getting that alloy Paxel. We'll get there, citizen. See you in a bit. So it has been several in-game days, and I think I've accomplished a lot. We got this new setup down here, and it's basically it's very similar. It's just awakening altar stuff, and you need essence in each of these. And that's just what we grow from the seeds, the basic stuff: air, fire, earth, water, all that type of thing. That allowed me to get some of the awakened Supremium stuff. The hardest part was probably getting this Mystical Enlightenment on a Supremium sword, just because I couldn't figure out how to get it. I tried getting it with villagers. I tried going through and enchanting a bunch of books, in here, and that didn't work. I tried a bunch of stuff, and then finally I found out there's this enchanter from Mystical Agriculture, and I had to use that. I had to put Supremium Essence and Experience Essence in here on a book, and that gave me the enchantment. So finally I was able to use that to kill the Wither. That gave me this Cognizant Dust, and I used that to get this Awakened Supremium stuff. Now, of course, we need that to continue getting a better Paxel, but what I have here are the Supremium Pickaxe, Shovel, and Axe. That, of course, each one of these just had to be upgraded from the previous tier. So Imperium to Supremium, you probably saw most of this in the montage, but I did that with all of these, which means I now should be able to get, if I could find it, there we go, Supremium Paxel. This is what we were trying to get. And that's with the axe, the pickaxe, and the shovel all in one to combine into a Supremium Paxel, which is already a very, very good instrument. Now, this is where the awakening stuff comes in, because we can't stop there. We have to get the Supremium Paxel up to an awakened Supremium Paxel, because as you'll see for the Aldamadium Alloy Paxel that we've been trying to get this whole time, I need that Supremium Paxel, or awakened, I should say. So let's head down. I think I have what I need. Each of these is holding 40 of the essence of each type, and that's what we need, 40 of each. That's actually the max for these, it seems. We want to put the Supremium Paxel right in the middle there. The 2 awakened Supremium Gemstones go on the outside there, along with the Supremium awakened Supremium Ingots, that kind of thing. And then you'll see it indicates that we're going to get an awakened Supremium Paxel. Oh boy, it took a while, but we got there in the end. All right, let's do it. And there it is. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh, are you kidding me? I just got a reward, and the reward was the Sea Prism. That's what we spent all that time on the turtles for, and I just made it like 5 minutes ago. I swear, the game is out for me sometimes. It's like, oh, you didn't spend a lot of time on that, did you? We'll give you one. Don't worry about it. Unbelievable. Anyway, we're done with this for now. I don't think we're going to need more of the Cognizant Dust. That was really the only reason that I did all of that, was just to get this Awakened Supremium Paxel, but we've got it now. And I think we're ready to do this. Because if we put this in here, we now have the central item, which is Awakened Supremium Paxel. We have all of the alloys that we're going to need: the blade, the pick, the axe, and the shovel. We have a Smelter Prism, a Terra Stomp Prism, a Whirlwind Prism, and a Sea Prism. And unless I'm very much mistaken, that is the extent of what we're going to need. Oh man, I'm so nervous. This is hours and hours. I mean, not only hours and hours of work, definitely all of this video's worth of work. But if you think of it, like since day 0 in this world, almost up to 500 days worth of work just to get this, it's somewhere around 100 hours of work for me personally, at least in this world, which is just crazy to think. But it looks like it's time to do it. So let's see if we can remember how this is arranged. I think it's like that. I think that's the way we want it arranged on there. If it matters. I don't know that it actually matters how the arrangement is. Either way, let's do it. Man, this is so... I'm blown away with how expensive this one ritual is. I mean, just look at this one more time. Look at all of the things on here and how expensive each and every one of these was. How difficult it was to make. It's insanity. I mean, look at this. Oh, it's ready. Are we ready for this? Are we gonna do it? I can't believe it. Whew, okay. All leading up to this moment. Wait, let me look. I'm recording, right? How terrible would that be if I didn't record this? But everything looks good. We are doing it. Here we go. Oh man. This is the end of All the Mods Chapter 2. 100% completion on the second chapter. Look at all the magic happening. The Forbidden Arcanus. There it is. The Aldamadium Alloy Paxel. There's the quest. We did it. Yeah. 100% completion. And look at all these. Whoa. An alloy block of each? I didn't even look at what the rewards would be. Oh, and it's look at the enchanted book. Sharpness, efficiency, fortune, looting. It's like the perfect enchanted book for this. Oh, they've got my back. They knew what I wanted. And look at these things. That is wealth. That is so much wealth right there. Here, let's find a place to put these real quick. What about right outside? Like right here. Replace the stuff right over the top of the door with these incredibly expensive blocks. And then just again, to look at this, the Aldamadium Alloy Paxel. 6.9 attack speed and 71 attack damage. Our sword is 4.4 attack speed and 51 attack damage, so it's already much more powerful than the sword. The unobtainium pickaxe, that has 37 mining efficiency. This doesn't have anything yet because it's not enchanted, but the big thing is we keep having to switch back and forth between these two, which I am going to keep this because I want the Silk Touch still, but this might replace the sword and this, Jupiter's Paxel, which means it's going to act as our, basically everything that we crafted, our sword, our shovel, our axe, and our pickaxe for fortune. So I think what I'll do is I'm just going to check to see if I want to add anything else to this book before we enchant it, just because I want to be sure. And then that's going to be, I mean, that's our end game item, basically. That's the god item of the entire playthrough. So let me think about that, and then we'll enchant it, and then we've got time. I think we've got about 25 days to get up to some mischief with our new toy. So give me a minute, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do with that. I have a plan, citizens. Number one, luckily I remembered about this, the Enchantment Library. We got this book, if you remember, and they're all the highest levels of each of these: sharpness, efficiency, fortune, and looting. And if we look in here, you'll see for looting, it says max level available 5. That's because I've only, up until now, put level 5 looting into here. I checked the rest, everything else is maxed out. Looting is not. So if we put this book in, it's going to go from max level available 5, and we're basically just going to recreate this book in a second. So all we're doing is putting it in, and now it says max level available 8. So we just made sure that we've got the highest levels available for this. I think I also did it for decrepitude. Yeah, level 13. Because if we're thinking about this Paxel, we want it to work well for basically both of these, Mars Exulte and Jupiter's Paxel put together, because it's going to be a weapon as well as a all-purpose tool. The only thing we're not replacing is a Silk Touch pickaxe as well as our bow. So that makes me think we should go with efficiency, fortune, sharpness, looting, and decrepitude. That should be quite an incredible thing, having all of that on a Paxel. So let's start building that out. There we go. So that's what it looks like now. I'm wondering, is there anything else that would be worthwhile having on a Paxel? I mean, I could think of some, like capturing, just in case we wanted spawn eggs. Not really needed, more of a nice to have. I don't know if we need that. Yeah, I think for now, let's just go with what we have, and we can always change it later. So we grab that, and then we have 142 levels, so I don't see this being an issue. 63, could be worse. Can I fit in Jupiter's? Jupiter's All-the-Modium Alloy Paxel. Oh my goodness, look at that. This is what it would be. Maxed out sharpness, fortune, looting, efficiency, decrepitude. And we'd be going from 26 mining efficiency to 82, and 51 attack damage to 71 attack damage. And it only costs 64 levels. Let's do it. Now we should get another couple item frames up here, because Mars Exulte has served us well, but I just don't see us needing that anymore. Unfortunately so. You get to stick right up there, and our old Jupiter's Paxel can go right there. Which means now we can save a little bit of space on our hotbar, because now we have Jupiter's All-the-Modium Alloy Paxel, Unobtainium Pickaxe for Silk Touch, Fleeting Secret Bow of the current, our Unobtainium Spellbook, and of course my little sleeping bag, because I like being cozy, and can't forget the portal gun. But I think we are just well equipped to go and do whatever we need to do now, which, as I said, I have a plan. I was looking through the quest book and I saw this, Undergarden. It's another dimension. You'll remember we did the Twilight Forest, and that was a lot of fun, so I'm kind of curious about this. It looks like it does have friendly mobs as well as neutral, but we're most likely going to be interested in the hostile mobs, which... Sploogie? What is that? Nargoyle, Muncher, Forgotten, so lots of stuff there, but also Rotbeast and Forgotten Guardian. They're on our bounty board. We have Kill the Forgotten Guardian and Kill a Rotbeast. So that is my plan. I want to check out the Undergarden, bring our new Paxel there, and knock a couple things off of the bounty board. And it all begins by making the portal. And it's like another portal, you just use stone bricks, or some kind of stone bricks, plus a catalyst, which is actually pretty easy to make. Yeah, catalyst is no problem. We can make one of those. We need a place to put the portal, and I'm kind of thinking, I mean, it could... Oh, I forgot about this again. Does anybody know why it does this? Why I have to keep changing it off? Because I'm just leaving it this time. We're just going to be haunted now. We just have ghosts. That's fine. Anyway, I was thinking I could put it under here, because, you know, this is our mystical agriculture garden. And we could put the portal to the Undergarden under the garden. I know, cute, right? Or similarly, it could go underneath this willow tree. I thought that might be kind of cool if it was in here. This just looks nice. Yeah, I don't think... I mean, that might look pretty cool down here, but for some reason, I just like the idea of it being inside a willow tree. So let's see if I've got this right. Is it just like that? And then you throw in a catalyst? Oh yeah, there we go. Totally worked. Let's get some lights under here just to be safe. All right, are we ready to take the Paxel for a spin? I certainly am. Let's do it. In we go. Whoa. Okay, wow. This is an interesting looking place. Hello. We will add a portal here, or a waypoint I should say, to where the portal is, just in case we need to find our way back, but wow, this place looks crazy. And right away, I think that's a rot beast. Isn't that one of the things we need to take out for the bounty board? Excuse me, sir. Oh, yeah, hey, how's it going, rot beast? One hit kill, citizen. Oh, this Paxel. That was our rot beast. We're unlocking some biomes, that's pretty cool. And then the bounty board. Wow, one hit kill from this, that is so cool. What is going on over here, too? Were you just attacking someone or getting attacked? Stoneborn, you're in neutral, I think, right? Yeah, you're in neutral. Okay, we'll leave you be then. Hail Caesar. Yep. You're one of the, yeah, Rotwalker. We don't want those. This little dude's chasing snails, eating snails? Are you guys the Rotwalker types too? Yeah. What? Wait, what are you? Rotling. I don't like you at all. Birth control. Slay the weakest of the rot spawn, the rotling, and slay all kinds of rot spawn. We did it. And it took us about 2 seconds. Alright, so I think I'm just going to spend a little bit of time exploring, and any of these guys we come across, we're going to introduce them to our Paxel. Hoocha! These little ankle biters are super annoying. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to see if I can find some more biomes and just get those checked off, and I guess see what else is in here. I don't remember. I'll have to look to see where that golem is, the Forgotten Golem or whatever. Ooh, this looks really creepy. The Dead Sea. Ooh, wow. Definitely eerie, this place. Wigglewood Forest. Also, come to think of it, we should be collecting some of this stuff, shouldn't we? Different variants to bring back to the base. Glorious Beans. Find and pick an underbean bush. Apparently I did that. We're just getting quest after quest. This might be a curiosity killed the Legion type of situation because this water looks unhealthy, but I want to check if I can get some of that kelp-looking stuff. Am I going to be poisoned? No, we're good. Glitter kelp. Depth rock coal ore. Instabreak. Nice. Sploogie. Oh, are you a bad guy? Why are you attacking me? You just poisoned yourself. Oh, you absolute fool. Alright, I see how it is. Looks like you might have to kill these things. I think there's a replacement for bones. Yeah, kill one brute. Well, that makes me kind of sad. We have to actually kill the neutral and friendly things just to get these tasks checked off. Oh well, I didn't make the mod, I didn't make the rules. What are you? Virulent mix? That's gotta be dangerous, right? We can grab some. Yuck. Dare I? Yeah, let's just check. Ooh, bleeding virulence. Yep, wasn't the smartest thing in the world to do, apparently. Ooh, is this a structure? Oh, and also, sorry, buddy, I don't really want to do this, but the mod is telling me I have to. Oh, see? You told me to do it! It's calling me a terrible person now. Aw. Cracked depth rock bricks. Is there something under here? Doesn't look like it. I don't think that's anything. Oh, here's another one. Sorry, buddy. We need completion of the mod, even though they're probably going to give me something that, some kind of achievement that makes me feel bad about it. Ooh, what are you? Gwib. Hello, Gwib. I don't mind taking out the rot beasts. One-shotting them, by the way. What is that? This has got to be something, right? Clogrum bars? Quest complete. Catacombs. Catacombs. Massive underground structures made of depth rock bricks. They might have a part sticking out of the ground you can find. Within the huge maze lies Forgotten, hidden chests, and the boss, Forgotten Guardian. Hope you're prepared for it. I think I am. I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now. But that was lucky. This is exactly what we were looking for. And it's a massive golem made of forgotten ingots. It'll target the player and will do whatever needed to kill them. They have 80 hearts, and if you can kill them, they will drop forgotten nuggets. Well, I think the rot beasts have 80 hearts too, and we one-shot that, so that makes me think this really isn't going to be that bad. But what do I know? I'm just some Roman. Ooh. Okay, this is very strange. I will have a look in here, however. Grab a little bit of all of this. Ah, lots of schlop bowls. My favorite. Ooh, I'll take some candles. I don't like the, moldy water going down a drain sound that's just happening everywhere here. Ooh, hey, Forgotten. Okay, yeah. I forgot about you too. There's a spawner. We may as well grab it. That's our first Forgotten spawner. I'm finding a lot of axes down here, like crazy axes. Not that I'm going to use any of these, but seem very cool. Does anybody have any ideas about how to find this golem? Oh, hey. Do we just follow you guys, maybe? Ooh, ditch bulb plant. Those look cool. Oh, geez. So he's just standing there. Whoa, he breaks through walls. Okay, so he's pretty powerful. You can just walk through walls, can't you, buddy? Dare I take a hit and see? Okay, you can't get through my shield. That's good. And I can't one-shot you. That's good, too. I can two-shot you. But he lasted longer than the other ones. Wow. Epic shader, grab bag, forgotten nuggets, a trophy. That reminds me, I gotta start using these trophies. But we did it, the epic battle that ensued for aeons. 2 hits. I thought there would be like a big, boss room or something, but look over here. This was just like a little thing. He was just hiding right here. Well, there you go. That didn't take too long, and I think we that's got to be the hardest part of this, is just finding the boss and taking him out, which we did. Okay, well, I'm going to finish looking around, and then we'll decide what we want to do next. I was trying to think, what else can we do to test out this new Paxel? And I don't know why, but I really want to dig a massive hole all the way down to bedrock. Because for now, the tower goes quite a ways up. It's up there. But it only goes down about to what you see here, and that's for the basement. Mainly this right here. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if we, basically the entire perimeter of this redwood plank type structure, and obviously avoiding the basement there, we use this Paxel to make sure that everything that's beneath this, all the way down to bedrock, is completely cleared out. I don't know exactly what I want to put there, but I just mentioned that I wanted to use these trophies for something. So, I mean, that's something we could do. We could maybe make it a trophy room, or I don't really know. That was one idea. Either way, the first thing we're going to have to do is figure out how we want to do this. And it probably sounds strange because we're literally just digging a hole, but I actually love this. It's one of those strange things about Minecraft. The most fun thing is the most like mundane or just simple thing of digging a hole. So I'm going to get started by marking out an outline. And then once we have that, I think things will speed up. So let me get an outline and then I'll bring you back in. Nearly done with that. And I will say it is very nice to have basically insta break on everything. Now these might be a problem. The glass cabling going through. I might have to find a way to move that. But we'll leave it for now. This is the basement over here, so I think what I want to do, we're just going to get rid of these stairs because I can just fly down there if I want to. But what I'm going to do is remove all of this down to the level of the floor of this, just so we have it even. And then I'll probably end up putting like a glass floor down. I'm not exactly sure, but we need to clear all of this. Now the question is, can I use Ultimine to, well, if I do large tunnel, for example, and I just go 1 right here. That's going to make things a lot quicker, I think. So let's do our best to line that up and do it where we can. Lovely. We are definitely making progress. We're getting somewhere. I will say while I'm doing this, since you in particular, citizen, have made it this far through the video, I'm considering starting a new series after this video. And it's not because we're out of things to do in this mod pack. I mean, there's essentially an infinite amount of things to do. It's just that we're nearing invincibility if we're not already there. So I'd essentially have to double down on mods and almost just like ignore combat a bit, just because like you saw with some of the bosses, they're no challenge whatsoever. So I could do that. I could double down on mods. We could keep going, but I kind of am getting the itch to start something new, and I have an idea that I hope everybody's going to really like. You could almost call it like going back to basics a little bit, the idea that I'm thinking about. But I wanted to throw that out there. If you've made it this far, if you watched all the way till near the end, you're getting a bit of a sneak preview on what I'm thinking as far as the next at least the next video, if not the next series of videos. All right, with that said, we're flattening out pretty good now, so I think I can use I could use Ultimine to more easily do a consistent pattern down, but also I now need to clear out underneath this. Because it'd look weird if we had a hole all the way down, but it was only on this side of the tower, not that side. So yeah, let's do the same thing over here. Ooh, I also just thought, I really hope this doesn't intersect with like an underwater type of cavern thing. Big old caves I can manage, but having to go through a big water area is not going to be fun. Oh man, look at this citizen, this Paxel, it's just nuts. Honestly, one of my favorite things too is that if I hit gravel, or even if I hit wood, I don't have to change tools. It handles all of them exactly the same. And there we go. That is the shape of the hole that we're going to be digging all the way down to bedrock, and it is the shape of our tower platform. I think what I'll end up doing is replacing a good amount of the floor up there with glass so that we can see all of this, and then maybe get some platforms down here after the hole is completely dug to have like trophy platforms. Not exactly sure. We've got a lot of digging to do first. And I think the easiest way will be to switch to the large tunnel 3x3 and then just go boom, 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 just like that all the way through. It's going to be a little bit weird because it doesn't like it when it changes materials, but that's like a huge area all at once that I didn't have to do block by block. You just kind of have to watch where you hit it because I want to make sure I'm not changing the outline at all as we go. Like this, that's going to be difficult. I'd have to do that and then come over and make sure I get that one down. So you kind of get the picture. And actually, just so I know how long we have to go, should I do one just down, maybe right in the center, just go right down to bedrock. That way we know how long it's going to take us. All right, down we go. Actually, this might be the way to do it. Pick a spot, go all the way down, then go back up and go to a different spot. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we are going to hit some caverns, and that's a-okay. It is busy down here. I know what to do about that. Hold on. Put these away. Get ourselves, I think it's called a feral... Hey, come here. Baby goober, trying to make a thing. Leave me alone. Yeah, feral flare lantern, and it's actually really not that bad. I'm going to grab a few of these just in case we run into other caverns, but we used it earlier in one of the other videos. Really cool thing. You just go and set it down somewhere in the area, and then it begins to light up the entire area around it. I don't know what the radius is. Oh, it's like Enderman country dropping off all this stuff. But anyway, this should help light up the area really nicely and just keep us a bit safer. Not that these guys can do much damage to us. Like I said, we're pretty much invincible, but it's more I don't want to be annoyed by them. I just said I didn't want to be annoyed by you. All right, I don't know how much that'll help, but it should just a little bit at least. Got rid of the lava, got rid of the water. Now we need to find our spot and keep it moving down. Looks like right about here. Just like immediately go right into another cavern. Also, by the way, now that I upgraded the jetpack, I never mentioned, when I turn on hover, I don't descend at all anymore. I used to, which this is great. It's almost like creative flight. It's not, but it's close. Pretty cool. What the? Get out of here. Silverfish. Yeah, these caverns are going to be super annoying. That's all right. We'll get through it. Oh yeah, here's another big one. There we go. There's bedrock. Could be worse. This could also be our This is Sparta type of thing. It's not Sparta, but you know what I mean. If we need to kick anybody down this hole, it goes all the way to bedrock now. So you just watch yourself, citizen. So yeah, that's gonna take a while. I think I'll do that a couple more times in the center, and then once I've made a little bit of progress, I'll bring you back in. Wish me luck, citizen. I think I got the hang of this now, citizen. Check this out. If you just pick a spot, hold down Ultimine, and just dig all the way down. You're gonna miss some, but you very, very quickly get down to bedrock. You basically just fall through it with with this Paxel. You fall through everything. And then when you get down to the bottom, you just turn on hover, and you go all the way back up and grab the few that you missed on the way down. It's usually not too much. So that is speeding things up, and I just wanted to kind of show you my process. I'll let you know once we've got a pretty decent amount dug out. We're definitely coming along, citizen. Trying to make sections so it's a little bit more digestible, so I just went one slice across, and a bunch down the middle. And whoa, there we go. So yeah, I stopped cleaning up. I'm just going to do that at the end. It's going to be a bit difficult, but that part was taking the longest. I'd rather just wait until we have everything all cleared out. Then I can go around with a shapeless Ultimine and just hit the rest of it. But we're getting there. That's all down to bedrock. It may not seem like it because there is a lot of a mess around there, but we kind of just have to keep doing what we're doing. I can now take it across in lines again these ways, and then there should just be a little bitty bit in each corner left. So that's my progress update. We're going to keep going. If this was in a more vanilla type thing, not all the mods, not an unbreakable pick or Paxel, I would hate to think how many I would have gone through by this point. Netherite, unbreaking, whatever, I don't think it would matter. I would have been through several. Easy. Starting to get a bit busy down here with all these blocks. I might stop for a bit to do a little bit of cleanup because that's looking nuts. Actually, for symmetry's sake, I just made that one wider. Let's do the same thing on this side. Make that 3 wide. Then we'll go through and we'll do a cleanup because, yeah, that is just so messy. And before you say anything, citizen, I just remembered that I have that like big deleter tool that we used to find the unobtainium, I think it was, in the end. Or what I mean to say is I knew the whole time that I had it. The whole point of this exercise was to use our brand new Paxel. And yes, I realized that tool, well, I'll show you in a second because I'm pretty sure that could do the same thing, maybe even more efficiently. But once again, that wasn't the point. The point is to use the Paxel. What was that thing called? Destruction Gadget. I think that's what it was. Oh no! See? I didn't mean to do that. It just went and did it by itself. And there's no way to like go back. See, that's another reason not to use this. I just accidentally clicked and it took away part of the wall that I didn't want to take away. How do you like, I can't remember how to configure it. Oh, there we go. Like if we do a 3x3x16, then I think it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, there we go. And we click, it would do the same thing, except it takes everything away. So we wouldn't have been left with this huge mess. So yeah, like I said, this definitely would have worked better. But it's not the point. I'll use it for one little bit here just because it's cool and I love this thing and I did not forget that we had it. I did not forget. You forgot, Citizen. This is on you. This is not on me. There we go, all the way down to bedrock. I'm actually curious, is this going to get rid of the bedrock? No. Okay, it doesn't affect that. Good. So anyway, I might use it for some of the cleanup, but we're going to continue using the Paxel to get out the main area of this. And actually, that's that area. I think I do want to use this for some cleanup now. And I guess we're just putting this here because we unintentionally made a big hole there. Okay, time to clean up with my little cool little device thingy where I can just click and it goes away. Speaking of clicking and going away, goodbye, Skeletrons. Okay, that's starting to look a bit more like a hole. Most of it got deleted. There might be a little bit left, but we'll know at the end. I think we need to take out these last little bits, do one more cleanup with the destruction gadget, and then we will have ourselves a mighty hole. I know, quite exciting. We're not doing half bad down here. Have a look. That is a hole. That is quite a hole. No, I'm not running out of steam. I might be running out of steam. It's just a natural look, that's all. This is how big old holes down to bedrock look. I want to see how it looks anyway. We might start putting some glass in the floor up there. See how it looks, and we'll actually probably do some here as well. And then we'll maybe start picking. Actually, that could be what these are for. Little outcroppings where we can put all of our trophies. They could just go all the way down. Let me think about it. We're gonna see what we want to do here. But we need some glass, we need some trophies, we need stuff. So yeah, let me think about that. But yes, Citizen, we did do a fantastic job, and it took a very long time, and I'm glad that you're proud of me. I appreciate your gold star of approval. Not Captain Dave the Funky. We gotta take a look at this cool cat, and then we'll get back to it. Hey, Captain Dave the Funky. You are pretty funky, aren't you? There you go. Do you have any funky gear for me? You do. I do not think I will use any of that, but neato. Anyway, back to it. It's kind of funny, you can't tell the difference. Nothing changed out here, but that was a lot of work. And you'll never know until we put all the glass in. So I need to think about that. That's right. Okay, hold on. All right, I have a plan, and bear with me here because it's incredibly subtle. Glass everywhere. I'm thinking glass on the outside so you can see that hole even if you're outside of the tower. Glass llamas, glass trader. Ooh, a globe. Stalwart. Brass ring? Thunderforge leg guards. I'll take a globe. Yeah, let's see how many of those we can get. 3 globes? I'll take 3 globes. You're distracting me though. I bought your globes, now be gone with you. Put a globe on top of here, why not? Globe on the table. And secret globe over here. Shh, don't tell anyone. Anyway, glass everywhere. And I've actually got a good amount of glass. Because we also need a floor down here, and I need to decide what to do with this. Alright, I'm going to play with this for a minute. I'll let you know when I figure out what I'm doing here. We're being sneaky, and we're going to just snake this thing around underneath here. It can connect up through here. There we go. So now it goes under there, behind that, all the way around and back up, which means we can get rid of this. Get our cable facades in there. That should... yeah, it's online. It's all hidden. Looks nice. That's better. In fact, this one can be that type, and there we go. Nice. Alright, borders in, cables fixed, stairs are in. Now we just need to fill in lots and lots of glass. As discussed, we're going to leave an area open because we need a Sparta hole, or a Rome hole, or whatever we're calling it. There we go. Just about all set, and in case it wasn't clear, this is Sparta! Rome. This is Rome. Yes, I agree. It gets the point across. Anyway, now if we need to. Well, I guess one of two things. We can either boot our enemies down here, or we can use this for target practice on the creepers that apparently just really like spawning in right there. And we'll come back because I still have to put our trophies down there, but we're not done. Because if you remember, I said glass everywhere. This looks like everywhere, as does this. And actually, there's no reason to keep these separated now because the reason before was that there was nothing on this side. Now, we can easily come into either side through the wall. Also, yes, this is everywhere. The hole must be visible from everywhere. So now we can see it from outside. That's an improvement. We can tell what's going on, but it could probably go underneath the floor too. For instance, this whole layer can be glass. Gives you a bit more of a look into there. Yeah, I've meant for the longest time to do something more with this and just never did. So at least this is a little bit of something more. Lets a little bit more natural light through there and lets the blocks dance around for whatever reason. Oh, I almost forgot. This is everywhere. Man, everywhere is all over the place, isn't it? Do we really need this here anymore? It could probably just be replaced with an ender gate if it hasn't been already. Well, there's one way to find out. Spirited. That's pretty quick. We get rid of you. We put down an ender gate. That should be drawing in nicely. Looks like it is, because nothing is going down. Yeah, another thing I probably could have done a long time ago. There we go. Now that is all visible from here. Pretty much everywhere around you can now see inside there, which is much more what I wanted. I may end up doing more, but for now I want to get to those trophies. Come on, citizen, we can use the roam hole. Let's see here. This one is just, I mean, it demands attention, this Hydra trophy. It's enormous. And it just so happens I've got an enormous spot right here. What do you think? Will this draw attention to the eye, do you think? Is it big enough? Is it ostentatious? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Oh, I can't see a thing. There we go. What's this going to look like if I just put it right here? Okay, yep. Draws the eye. Love it. And I think you can adjust these, can't you? What is this? Oh my goodness. Okay, so more like 1x scale. You, buddy, that's not going to work. Let's move you over a little bit. All right, how's that? Better, but I need to remove a little bit of this. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I think I'm going to be a fan of this. This is really cool. I mean, just look, for example, if we go up here, just hooty looking around, and oh my goodness, there's a Hydra down there. It'll certainly scare the house guests, which pleases me. All right, let's get some more. And I say we go nuts with this. What was the point of getting all these trophies if we don't use them all? Or at least a lot of them. Mr. Mario the Lazy. I love that some of them have names too. Lord Miranda the Trombone Player. I think it makes sense to have the warden closer down to the bottom, but hopefully somewhere still visible. Maybe here? And we can make them bigger, which I'm definitely going to do just to make them more easy to see. Imagine a warden that size. Terrifying. You can go here. What the? These guys keep shooting at me and then just jumping to their doom down there, and I don't know. Don't seem that smart. You must be bigger. Yes, much better. Ow. See? They keep... Okay, go for it. Jump right off. Yeah, not smart. Let's see, can I just like hover you right here? Yeah, I can. A big ice queen. What's this here? Pride Rock? If you insist. Hakuna Matata? If you say so. I want my golem here with the Enderman. Beautiful. Our Lich can be here. Oh, the Ender Dragon. Actually, we've got 2 of those. We gotta figure out something to do with that. And actually, the Ghast one. Can we find a way to make it look like floating down here? Probably. If we do this, put you out there. Get rid of these. Yeah, definitely. Oh no, we're inside the Ghast. Not a place I want to be. But that's cool. It just looks like you're floating there. That's awesome. Probably going to end up doing the same thing with the Ender Dragon. And I actually want to put one outside rather than have it in here. But let's see if we can get one of you right about here. Why is it upside down? You're seeing that, right, citizen? Maybe I was supposed to place it on the ceiling somewhere? Let's try that. Right there? No, still upside down. Oh, there we go. You go into the negatives, it flips. Yeah, that's not going to work. Oh, I did not notice that our thing opened to the outside. Did you notice that? Well, our shark can be there near the water. There we go. Just kind of sticking his head out. And back to the Ender Dragon. Let's try to do the same thing like the Hydra, where over here, go into the negatives. It's going to look like she's sticking out of this cave here. A bit goofy. But I could probably make that work. Free your wings. There we go, that's a bit better. And then look at this guy. If we put him over here, it looks like he's trying to approach and hunt the lion. It's not going to go well for him. He's definitely going to go over the edge, but he thinks he's being sneaky. All right, let's have a look at this. I'm guessing we won't be able to see them all, but if you take a close look, that's when it gets kind of fun, because you go, is that a shark? You know, sticking his head out of the side? You go, ooh, creepy necromancers. There's a troll down there. The Hydra is definitely front and foremost, but I like the look of that one, so that's fine. Got a Lich, or whatever that guy's name was, Snow Queen, the Lion, and the Knight. Ender Dragon coming out of the side down there. The Ghast, you can't really tell what it is because it's just floating there. I think that's fine. Who likes Ghasts anyway? Where's the Warden? Is he too far down? Doesn't show up? All right, where's the Warden? I can't, oh, there you are. Okay. Oh yeah, it's underneath this. That would make sense. Okay. You must be moved. Let's just go all the way down to the bottom. You're probably never going to see it, but I'll make it as big as I can, just in case. So how big do these go? Okay, pretty big, actually. In fact, I have a feeling this is going to be too big. Okay, it goes past 10. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, no. This, well, I mean, that's kind of fun. Hold on. What does this look like from up there? Up through here. Oh, it doesn't even render in. The entity is too far away, probably. Oh, poo. Well, it'll be a fun surprise if you ever jump down the Rome hole. You're going to see that. Dun, da, da. All right, and then this other Ender Dragon I thought we could put up top. Or actually, maybe if we go out to the side, it'll look like she's flying through the air around our base. That might be kind of cool. Make it a little bit bigger than usual, and then bring that down. Maybe we can get the trophy base covered like that. That looks pretty cool. Actually, could still be bigger, I think. All right, how's that look? Maybe a little too big. Just a little bit, but we're getting there. Yeah, I think that's it right there. So now if we get rid of you. Just looking at the base normally, and then if you shift your gaze up, you'll find the Ender Dragon flying around the top. That is so cool. And no threat, right? No threat. You better not be a threat. Oh man, I love that. That is really cool. That is a lot of improvement. Man, look at that too, like the sun on its wings. Very cool. I love that. You could even look down here and see some of what's going on through the top layer. I'm pleased. That looks great. I'm also curious with these ones. It says slot head. Does that mean they're not like your normal trophies if I just put these somewhere? I can't just... Oh, I can. Okay. Well, yeah. Let's put all these down. Got a Ravager one too. That's got to go somewhere. There we go. And then I think kind of just like speckled around the place, we'll put some more of these. Oh yeah, that'll do nicely. No, not that one. That one. There we go. Couple more there. Some over there. Couple 2-tree more. And yes, I agree, Citizen. This seems like the kind of thing we probably should have been doing throughout the series. Just anytime we got some of these, putting them up and around. But I didn't think about it, okay? It's a very common theme, me just, not thinking about it, not always going, whoa, it actually moves. That is cool. I mean, it's terrifying, but it's cool. Imagine sleeping and then you just look over and across the way and you go, ugh, what is that? Trying to sleep and this thing's staring at you. We'll grab a few more for the basement down here, just so it doesn't feel empty or anything. Another thing you probably don't want to see in your base, but luckily, I don't think any of these boys are going to give us trouble. There we go. Now we've got something going on down here, and I think we can say we've officially got use out of these trophies now. They're just about everywhere. And good thing too, because I'm out of ideas on where to put them, but also we're just about out of time as well. And as I mentioned earlier, this is probably going to be the last one for a little bit that we're doing in this series. I'm always open to revisiting series, so we could be back. But since it is the last for a while, I feel like I should kind of sum up the experience, and I mean, it's just been insane. Many of you know, but I typically don't take on mod packs this size, so it was a new experience for me. I had to learn all of them as I went, so things like Mystical Agriculture, Mechanism, Apothic Enchanting, Forbidden Arcanus, Powa, Ars Nouveau, all that stuff. That was all new to me, and I really, really enjoyed it. Though I'm sure it can be overwhelming at times. If you're like me and you typically just play vanilla, and that's what you kind of grew up playing, and from the early days started playing, this is definitely a lot. So once more, as a kind of a hint, the next one that we're going to be doing is Back to Basics. It's something that's probably a little bit more familiar for the early days of this channel, and I am hoping that you all enjoy it. But as always, leave me those comments, let me know what you think of this world. If you do think we should come back eventually for a second series in this world, maybe go from, 600 to 1,000 days, something like that, I'll need your comments on how we should spend that time, if there's any particular mod packs we should be getting into that we missed during these 500 days. And of course, if you've been enjoying things, please do leave a like on the video, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. But now that the sun is going down, the Ender Dragon and I are going to have to wish you farewell. As always, thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one, Citizen.